Motorsports. Please welcome proud owner of a 2021 Toyota Highlander and VIP customer of Haley Toyota of Richmond, Travis Kaiser.
Drivers, start your engines.
Boy, that was enthusiastic. Drivers, start your engines. Why did I sound like Stewart from Mad TV there? Look what I can do.
I'm sure Travis was excited, just nervous.
Yeah, good God, even Vince Welch was giving him shit.
Great to have you with us with Michael Waltrip.
That's where these fuckers take all their cues from me now. Hey, DFS.
In this series, you better be darn good.
If Austin Hill wins, I get money. But trouble is, Kyle Busch is here, so chances are low.
6 of those drivers have won at the top 3 levels of NASCAR, a series championship, and 2 others, ARCA champs, Rick Corelli, the West Coast Stock Car Hall of Famer.
Give me that leaderboard.
You gotta be good. I mean, you're not gonna luck into one.
As I munch on some spicy McChickens from McDonald's.
I guess that brings us to a former champ that just, well, may be the favorite today. I think it'd be hard pressed to not call Kyle Busch the favorite, right?
What, I'm not eating Bojangles today? I know.
Don't see it today. I think that team a year ago,
actually, that might be later. Might get Bojangles later. I'm doing good, DFS. Didn't sleep worth a shit last night, but I'm not tired. I feel good. $15 if Austin Hill wins. Am I doing another GTA stream tonight? Maybe. Depends on how I feel. I don't usually like to stream multiple times in one day, but we'll see. Maybe, but I make no promises.
Every time he gets on the racetrack, he impresses me. He goes toward the front. Zane's going to be strong. He's had a good season so far. 3 straight finishes of 7th or better. And on the other end of the page, Brett Moffitt. 2021 has been a struggle for this team, and he knows he's got to get it turned around here today. A short track for a champion like Brett Moffitt could be just the stage he's looking for to go to victory lane.
Yeah, Robert, weather looks good for Richmond today and tomorrow, so that's a relief. Michael, that's a smart bit.
It's hard to believe, but it's been 44 races since he's gone to victory lane. They hope to end that streak here today. He told me he loves this racetrack, and short tracks in general play into the hands and the strengths of this team. They brought back a very similar setup to what they ran in the fall. They had good speed, but had issues. They're hoping to end it today, but their one challenge will be driving to the front from the 19th starting position. Regan Smith?
If I win Talladega next week, I'm going to celebrate like I won the lottery. Because I'm going to try to take as long a shot as I feel comfortable with in both races next week. Talladega's coming, boys, next week. I was either going to pick Austin Hill or Ben Rhodes today. I like a Hill better. Fuck Ben Rhodes. Hello, Lori. I'm almost done eating, just in time. Now, we might do GTA again today. I don't know. If I get really bored. Might just take it easy the rest of the day. This race ain't going to take very long. Although this is pretty long for a truck race. 250 laps. Thought it'd be 200. How about Austin Dillon tomorrow, Robert? Maybe Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick. I haven't made up my mind who I'm picking tomorrow. Michael, you'll have to show me the odds. I know that Truex is going to be the favorite. Hamlin and Logano won't be far off. I figure Truex, Hamlin, Logano, Keselowski will be the favorites. Pretty sure the last time a Hendrick car won at Richmond was like 2008. Yep, 250 laps of the Kyle Busch show. Settle in. He's starting 12th. So you'll get about 10 good laps of racing. Hey, there's a Darlington commercial. I'll be there in a few weeks. for 2 days. I won't be there for the truck race on Friday night, but I'll be there for Xfinity and Cup Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to try to stream from the racetrack before and after the races. Are they taking bets on it whether or not it's going to rain at Talladega next week, since it rains every fucking time now? Michael, I'm going to be very upset if Rafael Lessard wins this race and I didn't get in on that. I was thinking maybe Zane Smith or Rafael Lessard, but Zane Smith actually had pretty good odds. I'm to the point where I don't even mind Kyle Busch in the Xfinity Series. It's the Truck Series that pisses me off. Because the Truck Series is a lot of fun, and he just comes in and fucking ruins it. And he's running all his truck races seemingly at the same time of year.
World Truck Series at Richmond Raceway, Richmond, Virginia. Mostly overcast, but a little bit of blue sky, as you see, and no threat of rain, so we're happy about that. And happy to be here at the short track, Mike.
Yeah, we got the Camping World track description. 3/4 of a mile is Richmond Raceway. You can see the corners banked at 14 degrees. Front straightaway a lot longer than the back. That means you carry way more speed down into turn 1 than you do 3, making it a driver's racetrack. The sun, the slipperiness, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Look at our race analysis, how this thing will go down. 70, 70, 110 are our stages. Pit window 100 to 110 lap spins, and that is crucial in that final stage when you come and get that last precious set of Goodyear tires.
And that's likely going to determine who's really got the best chance of winning this race. Do you guess right or wrong on that last set of tires? Our lineup brought to you by Toyota. You see it there in the grid to the left-hand side of the screen, led by Ben Rhodes and Austin Hill. On the front.
Damn, some spicy ass sandwiches I got. Oh damn, surprise, I got one left. I'll save that for a commercial break.
He is concerned, it's water under the bridge. They've exchanged text messages. Unless John Hunter breaks it up, he said he's good to go. He did assure me, though, he will not get in the middle of a car war situation where they're wrecking race trucks week in and week out over something that happened a couple weeks ago. So keep an eye on that today. Jamie Little.
Matt Crafton finished second here last year.
Back in the field is young phenom Sam Mayer. He's making his debut at Brett Holmes Racing. This is
Dude, DFS, one of these days I'm going to go to Daytona.
They have no notes together. They didn't have a practice session. So it's all about verbal communication today.
I've decided in the next couple years I'm going to start knocking off tracks off the bucket list. We got Darlington and Bristol this year. Next year I'd like to go to Martinsville. Maybe Daytona. I would hate to not be able to stream the Daytona 500 or something, but I'd love to go. Good crowd for a truck race today. I take it Virginia's being pretty lax about their live crowds and shit now.
And look on his helmet, we got his advisor cam. That camera is going to catch a lot of action. Watch him swat them bees trying to get his truck around this tight little 3/4 mile short track.
One of these days, we all need to organize a meetup, preferably at a race or racetrack. I mean, races tend to take place at racetracks, so it would make sense, wouldn't it? Green flag. Austin Hill, great paint scheme. Glad I picked him. 3 wide. Richmond in the daytime. I like it. Crafton loose off a 2.
Crucial trying to keep your truck pointed in the right direction. You don't want to burn the good off those new tires.
You don't want to burn the good off those tires.
He and Zane Smith going to squeeze.
Ben Rhodes gets away with the lead. Everybody else is 2x2.
Rhodes leads the first lap, and they're already down in 1 and 2.
They're going to click off in a hurry. About a 20
Enfinger would have probably been a good choice today. He's up to second now.
track and speeds upwards of 150, 60 miles an hour.
How's Kyle Busch doing? Oh, he's only gained 1 spot in 1 lap. Oh, Kyle, what's taking you so long?
Starting to make his way forward from that 12.
We got a battle for lead. Enfinger under Rhodes. Wow, Enfinger took the lead easily. First lead change.
Didn't take him long to get to the point.
Drives around roads. Like I said, right now's a good time to be taking care of those tires. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody is just just squeeze it out of the
Austin
gas.
Hill not doing so hot right now. He's dropped to 4th.
Burning up their rears.
Sard's 3rd.
White number 24. There's Austin Hill in the 16.
Kyle Busch in the top 10 alert, but it's taken him longer than I thought it would. 4 whole laps.
Short tracks, Vince. He just hasn't been that great when we come to the tight little ovals. He's got a good starting position. Running up in the top 5, we'll see how he can maintain.
There's Crafton starting to work his way through. Crafton in that 88. Stuart Friesen in the 52.
Weird to see trucks early on a Saturday afternoon in broad daylight. Feel like we don't get that a lot.
John Hunter looking down on that yellow line. I think that's going to be the key to success. A truck that can really, as the drivers call it, wrap that line. They want to keep that left front right down on the bottom. That takes care of the tires, and it also gives you a better run up off the exit.
Crafton and Friesen got a nice little battle going for 5th.
There you see.
Ooh, Crafton.
Crafton slides up, opens the door for Friesen, and Zane Smith looking in there as well.
Crafton's really loose.
Crafton's been loose from the start.
He's very loose. He was loose on entry there, and then he was loose off of 2. Loose on entry sucks so bad.
You see Friesen in the 52, your truck is going to be looser. We talked about the speeds upwards of 150 miles an hour.
Loose on entry is such a helpless feeling. You have to turn.
On your outside, it makes you a little bit freer.
No avoiding that.
Season for Friesen with that.
And now we go to a full screen replay of something we saw happen.
After making the switch last year,
Yeah, IndyCar race at the same time as the Cup race, and Jimmy Johnson's in it. But I'm not watching IndyCar over NASCAR, so I don't get to see Jimmy Johnson race tomorrow. And I'm not channel surfing, because that's fucking annoying.
And
And the buggies,
Kyle Busch 3 wide.
fender knocked door, and you can see they're
Past Gilliland and Sheldon Creed. That's Kyle Busch to 8th.
moving forward.
Taking a look inside, and Sheldon Creed stuck on the outside there momentarily. I mean, you got to kind of pick and choose at this point, don't you, Mike? I mean, as to how aggressive.
Kyle Busch is 8th.
How giving.
It's so busted.
Wow, they just randomly cut to commercial right in the middle of racing. No warning or nothing. Oh, wait, they're back now. The fuck?
Early laps. You can see a lot of movers, though.
Boy, Fox really does not care about the truck series, do they?
He's up to the 11th spot, trying to get 10th away. Listen to him work that throttle up off the corner. They'll milk that throttle all day long. They can't just mat it wide
Well,
open.
we're 10 laps in, and Kyle Busch ain't at the front yet.
There's a look at Sam May.
What's my secret?
And they just went to commercial again. Fox, can you stop?
4 wheels.
They've randomly cut to commercial twice here.
Compression zone. So when my windshield
Wonder if this time they'll stay at commercial.
What?
Oh, now they're back.
Just 17 years old, already has a Camping World Truck Series.
They just keep randomly cutting to commercial and coming back.
At Bristol. Can you imagine that? That's amazing that that young man was able to accomplish that. He's got his work cut out for him today, though, coming from the back.
Zane Smith, who you said
Kyle Busch to 7th, around the outside of Zane Smith.
There they are running together in that 7th and 8th.
As soon as he hits 5th place, it's time to panic.
Move forward as quickly as we might have
Time to panic and find something else to watch. As soon as he gets to the top 5.
or if he's just doing what I talked about earlier, making sure he takes care of that thing.
Well, in 70 laps in this first stage, and you're on a green track, it's challenging to tires to begin with, much less
Hey, the iRacing Pro Invitational comes back this week, and they're running Talladega. That'll be fun to watch.
more challenging in this first stage for sure.
You know what I love about our schedule with no practice? We have no idea who
What were you playing today, DFS? I feel like there was a typo there.
and the teams, not only these truckers, but the cup guys, they're watching this intently, seeing where the groove is, how the lap times fall off. There's so much information, Regan, that these guys can learn from, and I know everybody's got their
Hello,
guys
Major.
here at Richmond.
Welcome to the Kyle Busch Show. He's 7th right now. It's early.
Drivers have to save their tires. Grant Embricker up front leading this race. Take a listen to what he just said.
Looks like it's getting cloudy. The sun was really bright until about 10 seconds ago.
That's a big key, Michael. You know as well as I do. 70% right now.
Kyle Busch going for 6th.
If we get a long run here, so he has
Ooh, he couldn't get under Matt Crafton in a lap car. Old Norm Benning gets in the way. Norm Benning still has Camping World colors on his truck.
Crafton for 6th. Zane Smith coming right along with
You guys see that?
Smith. I'm saying, hey, that's Kyle Busch in front of me. I think I might just follow him to the front.
You know, yes, that's a great point. And it doesn't matter if it's Kyle Busch or who it is you're racing around. If you can pick up any tips from them, their mind, how they're squeezing down the throttle, just to not spin those tires on exit. That's all information these drivers need. And
Oh, you're playing Counter-Strike. God, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Remember Counter-Strike and Unreal Tournament? I used to play Unreal Tournament. Those were the days. One more sandwich. I want to know what love is. The COVID vaccine commercial, and it's sponsored by WWE, NASCAR, NFL, NBA. It's like, yeah, all these people that want to get their fucking live event money back. So on the wrestling deal, I saw WWE released a bunch of people, and a lot of it didn't make any sense. I'm like, you know what? I'm really glad I'm not invested in this shit anymore. Because Peyton Royce and Billy Kay getting released is bullshit. And why wasn't Samoa Joe wrestling? Was he like hurt or something? I'm gonna miss his entrance music. Her. Just sitting here thinking about how when this race is over, I'm going to go back and watch those tours of my cruise ship again on YouTube. Because it makes me happy.
How about streaming the Champions Load?
No.
Do it.
So, when I played Friday the 13th last night, I was pretty tired, but the game started off really fun, so I wasn't sleepy. But that last 45 minutes to an hour we played, I was like barely talking. I was like, can this just be over? I am NASCAR. That's a nice camera shot. That would have been a good camera shot for when Kyle Busch wrecked Junior's ass here in 2008.
Just download the app and pick 6 outcomes related to stage 2.
NASCAR uploaded the 1998 Richmond race where Rusty Wallace wrecked Jeff Gordon and Terry Labonte ended up winning past Dale Jarrett with 2 to go coming to the caution. Kyle Busch in the top 5. Time to panic. He passed Friesen and Crafton during the commercial. Wee woo, wee woo. Infinger's got a 2-second lead, but Kyle Busch is 5th. Infinger appears to be the class of the field, though, for now.
He's getting pressured by Rafael Lassard in that 24, who's running some good, strong laps here in the early going. 26 laps now into the first stage. As you see John Hunter Nemechek behind Matt Crafton.
I don't see competition caution on the timeline thingy there, so.
Dynamic seeing these two running so close to one another.
Yeah, and if you like Fox Sports Radioactive, we could be seeing that heat up here. Crafton probably leaves this door open for John Hunter. He does that.
Kyle didn't wreck Dale Jr., but he was not upset about it.
The groove right now is just dead on the bottom bit.
Well, he didn't mean to wreck Dale Jr., but he was not upset about it. Which is why Jr. wrecked his ass the next time they went to Richmond.
Here it was a couple of weeks ago in our most recent race at Bristol. There you see Crafton into the back end of the 4 of Nemechek.
Bristol dirt. Seems like a lifetime ago.
Wrecking John Hunter and Nemechek none too pleased about it. In fact,
who the geniuses decide to have 2 dirt races in the afternoon? Can we do them at night next year?
that didn't particularly appreciate it.
And did you just see
Preferably at a different time of year when it doesn't rain as much.
Well, that was why. He didn't want John Hunter knocking the door down.
How do you feel about that, Mike? I mean, in that situation, are you more likely to give him last time out?
Yeah, I think. You know,
Kyle Busch was mad that Dale Jr. took his job.
turned out a lot worse
They
for
took
Kyle.
their jobs.
You gotta weigh all that out and understand that the guy's gonna be a little bit upset.
Dale Jr.
You don't
took
wanna
my
do that.
job.
You wanna make sure you're trying to remember the goal. That's to win a championship. But Regan, you've been on the receiving end of a few of those over your career. You know how it feels.
I do, Michael, and they're very frustrating. And that's what John Hunter Nemechek told me this morning. He said, I was frustrated.
You heard Regan Smith. Frustrating. If anybody knows frustrating, it's Regan Smith. Hey, Blake, will you do me a massive favor? Go grab me a Pepsi Zero Sugar out of the fridge. Pretty please. I'll be your best friend. Some spicy chicken sandwiches are kicking my ass right now.
Interesting Monday morning workout there, I have to say.
Well, and speaking of Derek Krause in the night.
Well, you need another popsicle. Go get you one and grab me a drink.
As well. In fact, they made a crew chief change for this race. Matt Noyce is
Noyce. What a great last name.
Who's Timmy Hill's crew chief of the Xfinity side has come over to work for the 19 of Krause.
Noon starts would be good for me, except days like today where I didn't sleep worth a shit last night, and I woke up and was like, God, truck races in an hour.
Puts the best product on the track he can.
Kyle Busch
He said it was just time to make a change. They gotta
passing Austin Hill for
They
fourth.
had to do something right away.
Side by side for Kyle Busch and Austin Hill.
Ooh, them sandwiches are spicier than they seem. Hey, there's John Nemechek right behind Kyle Busch.
To move around Kraft and John Hunter. He's probably the fastest truck I've seen on the track so far. He's caught Kyle Busch. They're dealing with Austin Hill off turn 2, but watch this 4. I think he's got 51's number in this first stage.
Let's listen to John Hunter work the throttle.
Vince, I gotta tell you, that right there makes you want to be racing.
We have 680 subscribers now. We gained a couple in the last 2 days. $320. So go get me a drink and then go get on your tablet and make 300 YouTube accounts and have them all subscribe to me.
Almost halfway through.
No way.
I should make like 20 extra emails and make new YouTube accounts and subscribe to myself.
Into some lap traffic.
Be like, we've got subscribers from all over the world.
You need to bring back Batman.
Just to get me to 700. Huh?
You need to bring back Batman, Pokemon, and all that other stuff so you can get more subscribers.
Well, now I've been streaming GTA, and my computer and OBS runs well now that I'm using my TV to do it. So I could stream Batman again soon and do it on PC maybe.
And do Pokemon.
Who knows? We'll see. They didn't like Pokemon. Nobody really wanted to watch me play Pokemon. They didn't like Pokemon. They didn't like Friday the 13th, so I stopped streaming those. Nobody hated it. They just didn't watch.
How dare y'all?
The GTA thing seems to be going well, though. Everybody likes the Chaos mod in GTA. And I checked. My video yesterday did look a lot better. I made some changes in my OBS, and the video was a lot better looking than the first part from 2 days
And
ago.
all those whale wings.
Yeah.
Those things are sick.
And
Okay,
finger...
I'll go get you like every single piece of junk in there.
Just give me one. I think one's good enough. The nephew's here. Hocevar's in the top 10. Look at that. Phil Parsons was the dick in the pre-race. It's like, I'm picking Kyle Busch to win. Well, way to go out on a limb there, buddy. Way to go out on a limb. He picked Kyle Busch. Ooh, ballsy. Oh, what do these hoes want? Who'd have thought my status about cookout milkshakes would have been so popular? Damn. Kyle Busch has slowly and steadily been working his way to the front. We're over halfway through stage 1. He's 4th. About to be 3rd.
I got you two
Just one. Just one.
I just got you two just in case you get those.
We'll take one back. I don't need it.
I'll just sit it here.
Yeah, so it'll get nice and warm for when I want to drink it later. You thought of everything, didn't you?
Yeah. Like I made like you tell me.
Ah, this will take the edge off of this damn chicken sandwich. They're not that spicy, but when you eat like 2 or 3 of them in a row, it's like, Jesus. Man, all these Disney commercials are making me want to fucking go. I haven't even considered going to like Disney World or whatever since I was like 7. But these commercials are starting to sell me. Maybe one day when the Kiss Cruise is no more and I have vacation money to spare, I'll go to Disney.
At Bristol, and there's his younger brother, Ryan.
Ryan Truex Jr. I'm kidding. He's not junior. His truck is smoking. And it's still smoking. Kyle Busch is 3rd. He just passed Rafael Lessard. Kyle Busch going to go from 12th to stage winner under green at Richmond. Infinger's lead is under a second. He had a 2.5 second lead. It's down to 0.8 over Rhodes, and Kyle Busch is just behind him. So we're about to have a 3-truck battle for the lead in heavy lap traffic here. Infinger's had a great race today, but that shit's about to go out the window very soon. Kyle Busch from 2009 to like 2012 was so good at Richmond in the Cup Series. Kyle said just a little bit tight turning. Do what? Probably. Sounds good, Kyle. KFB. Going for second on that dick. You know what? It's funny. I'd rather have Kyle Busch win than Ben Rhodes. Yeah. And Ryan Truex's truck has finally expired. He's slow and on the apron. Still smoking. I think Truex is going to the garage. Would be a real shame to have to say that tomorrow. Truex to the garage, huh? Rear gear. Done for the day. Ryan Truex in the 40. That is a bummer. Especially with his weird homoerotic hot tub interview with Michael Waltrip on the pre-race show. Did you guys catch that? Boy, that was weird. Somebody probably got a kick out of that somewhere. Lessard has dropped to 6th. Austin Hill and Nemechek just passed him. Hocevar is 7th. Carson Hocevar is moving forward. Where's Haley Deegan? Not in the top 20. And why? Yeah, Sheldon Creed's 17th. He's not had a great year so far. Haley Deegan's 23rd, still on the lead lap. Probably won't be there at the end of the stage. There's 23 to go. She's 18 seconds off the lead.
Like I said earlier, short tracks have been his Achilles heel, and he's having a nice run here. That means a lot to a team if you're searching for a championship. You got to be good.
Infingers open that lead up again through traffic. He's a 1.5 seconds ahead of Kyle Busch in second now.
That's a good sign for the rest of
Busch trying to make the pass on Rhodes is probably what helped him get out ahead.
Especially in a season like this when the schedule is so diverse.
Yeah, you're going to go to so many different tracks. We're going to go to multiple dirt.
Man, it's great having trucks this week. Then they're off again next week.
And we're going to wrap up our regular season on the road course at Watkins Glen. What a great series we've got.
Man, I love that trucks are doing Circuit of the Americas and Watkins Glen.
Recently we were on the dirt at Bristol. Of course, we're on
The Truck Series schedule is finally great again. I felt like for too many years we had too many Las Vegas and Chicago's and Kansas and Kentucky, and now we've got fucking Knoxville, Circuit of the Americas, Watkins Glen, Darlington, Richmond, Bristol on dirt. It's great. We have a good. I wish we had 2 Martinsville races instead of just the one, though.
Start off season with 2 wins. He's up in the top 5. He's on that list too. But so many potential.
Nemechek going for 3rd now.
less than 20 to go in stage 1.
You heard the man.
Brent Infinger continued.
The countdown to the Kyle Busch show is on. Need to retitle the stream as soon as he takes the lead.
The title.
Which he most certainly will. Ooh, they're going side by side. Cool. I'll have something to talk about during commercial. Can't believe it's been green this long. I like long green flag runs. These races take forever, and it's nice to get a long green run and get it over with.
Lap 53.
We got less than 200 laps to go now.
Oh,
197.
197. You mean 147?
Derek Kraus is having a good run. He's knocking on the door of the top 10. Yeah, the biggest surprises today are probably Johnny Sauter and Sheldon Creed. They're not doing so hot. Hocevar is a very pleasant surprise. I did not expect him to run up in the top 10 like this. Hope it's nice and warm at Richmond. Hope it's hot as fuck tomorrow in Richmond. Some cars will be sliding all over the place.
We'll get more crashes.
You know, I remember being a little kid once, and I watched a Talladega race that went caution-free, and I was mad. They didn't wreck. I remember being like 7 or 8 years old and being mad that nobody wrecked. Now I'm an adult, and I beg them to stop wrecking at Talladega. I'm like, can you fuckers not wreck every other lap when there's like 20 to go at Talladega, please? What the hell is that? That's a good point, DFS. I don't even know what that is. I take race sponsors for granted. I'll watch races for years and see the names of sponsors and never even bother to find out exactly what the fuck they are.
Camping World Truck Series back at Richmond for the Toyota Care 250. John Hunter Nemechek just drove around the boss, Kyle Busch, for second place, and Nemechek among those that are the biggest movers so far today, including Sam Mayer, who started all the way at the very back in 40th.
And this guy, I love what Derek Kraus is doing. Just drove around Matt Crafton, got himself inside the top 10. What a great decision.
Yep, Kraus in the top 10.
Team owner to shake this organization up. And look at Kraus for
Nemechek passed Kyle Busch for second. Did they even catch that? Nemechek just passed Kyle Busch for second. I had to look at the leaderboard and look at the TV broadcast to see if there was a mistake. No, John Hunter Nemechek is second.
Up on the leader does Mayer right now, Vince. So he's probably going to make it pretty comfortably to the end of the stage. Stay on the lead lap.
Kyle Busch going to get foiled by his own driver.
Diagnose your truck. Let your team know what you're dealing with.
That KBM is just dominant right now.
Success so far.
3 straight wins with 3 different drivers. One of them hadn't even run a truck race in 15 years. Cessna's an airplane company. Okay, well, I had no fucking idea. I learned something today. Sheldon Creed said short tracks are not his thing, but what the fuck did you come up racing on, bro? I don't know much about Sheldon Creed's past, so 10 to go in stage 1. They're telling Nemechek to run really hard, try to get the stage win. Makes sense. Boss man will let him have it anyway. After Josh Berry's totally awesome win last Sunday, he gained some new sponsorship to run a couple more races for Junior this year. Is John Hunter the favorite one? What the fuck do you think, Vince Welch? Is John Hunter Nemechek the favorite one? Duh. I said at the start of the year he would be. Six to go on the stage. Nemechek is catching Enfinger a little bit. Enfinger's in a lot of lap traffic right now.
this year.
They're too wide in front of him. Yep.
8 out of the 10, that's right.
Nemechek's got that lead under a second now. This is going to be a good lap for Nemechek to catch him. Oh, yeah. That looks like NASCAR Heat AI running in lap traffic right now. 5 to go in stage 1. Crafton can definitely win the championship. He's already proved you don't have to win a race to do it. That 4 truck's getting bigger in the rearview mirror for Enfinger.
You have to make the best of your situation. He didn't have the funding to run all the races, so he's going to run as many of them as he can. And doing so means taking advantage
4
of the
laps.
opportunity. And you can see, here comes John Hunter. He's got 4 more laps to hold off the determined number 4 truck. As you can see, he now has it right.
I think Haley Deegan's going to stay on the lead lap.
Speed right now. He wants to win this stage.
Not that anybody cares. Coming to 3 to go. Nemechek is there. What run will he get off the corner here? Couldn't get a great run off the corner. He's got trucks on his outside.
Recovering from a recent hospital visit, and certainly wish Randy the best, as he, I'm sure, is watching this one and keeping an eye on his boy and the 98 team.
I think Enfinger's going to be able to hold him off now. There's not a lot of heavy traffic in front of him.
Sam Mayer has now cracked the top 20.
2 laps.
Currently sitting 21st, but
I think Enfinger will be okay.
20th away from Sheldon Creed. Just a couple of laps left here in stage 1 for Grant Enfinger.
What kind of lap can Nemechek put together here? Wow, that was a great run into turn 1 for Nemechek. He's going to give it back a little bit coming off.
Right there. John Hunter Nemechek.
They drove away from Kyle Busch by almost 4 seconds. 1 to go in stage 1.
Nice exit for Enfinger. You can see with the pressure coming from behind, he was able to squeeze the gas.
Yeah, Haley Deegan's going to stay on the lead lap. How about that?
In pretty good shape right here.
Final lap in stage 1 as they come off turn 2, head down that backstretch. That's Cody Robaugh just ahead of Enfinger. Riding from the bumper of John Hunter
Enfinger. Stage 1, Nemechek second. Nemechek was there.
First stage win of the 2021 season.
Hopefully those stage wins will matter to Enfinger if he can put together something to run the whole season. Right now he's kind of bouncing from team to team.
Enfinger, stage 1 at Richmond.
Good for him. Oh, yeah, you know how I got off at the end of the race to watch the second part of WrestleMania last week? The second part of WrestleMania was kind of balls except for Asuka, Rhea Ripley, and the main event. Everything else was just kind of okay. The main event was really good, though. Roman, Edge, Daniel Bryan. Most of that match, I was thinking, yeah, they'll probably have Edge win this and be the big welcome back coronation in front of a live crowd. Then late in the match, I started to get that. I was like, oh, I think Roman's going to win this. And then they did the finish that they did, and I was like, wow, ballsy. I was impressed. Not impressed enough to watch Raw or SmackDown this week, but I was still impressed. Waiting to see if I get bored enough to use my Xbox Live Game Pass free trial that I have to try Blair Witch and Star Wars Squadrons. And if I was Kyle Busch, I would try to stick Enfinger in that 51 and be like, hey, man, make the playoffs driven for whoever, but then when we get to the playoffs, come drive for me and give me a better chance at getting a championship between Nemechek and you.
Yeah, I'm a soccer player.
I remember when his mother was pregnant with him, felt him kicking through the stomach, and I said, you know what, that boy's going to be one hell of a soccer player.
And that's exactly what happened.
I haven't even been outside today to know what the weather's like. I know it's sunny here. Don't know if it's hot or cold outside. Oh my God, yesterday, the last 2 days, it got cold again randomly. I walked outside to go to work and felt fine. Then it started getting windy, and I was like, shit, I didn't bring a jacket. So I sat there for the first couple hours at work, freezing, shivering. Boy, I'm glad they didn't ask me to work today.
I want to have a great pit stop, man. It's like decide. Regan, where would you rather be?
I'm with you, Michael. I want a great pit stop, much like John Hunter Nemechek, who hits his stall right now, does our second place truck. He is too tight in the center. Because of that, he can't get the car to the truck to drive off in the corner. And then upper right of your straight head figure, who is the leader right now? That race truck, he feels like started too high on air pressure. That means it wouldn't stay with him as long because of the air pressure. Started to lack just a little bit of grip all the way around because of it. Jamie?
Wanted to send complaints from these drivers up and down pit road for 51. Kyle Busch, his cup crew going over the wall for him. Just sliding through the corner.
Oh, how lovely, Kyle Busch's cup crew pitting his truck. Well, I think Kyle's about to take the lead here. New leader, Kyle Busch off pit road. Yippee, it's over. Kyle Busch takes the lead on the first round of pit stops. Well, would you look at that? Oh yeah, that was the longest green flag run to start a truck race since 2014. 70 laps here today. And it would have been longer if it didn't have stages, so there you go. I would say I hope Kyle was speeding, but it's too early for that to make a fucking difference. Need to save that for like the last pit stop to have any chance at beating him. Still, we're freezing too fast on pit road. Everybody but Kyle Busch is irrelevant today. Let's be honest. I almost didn't stream this race. I almost said, you know what? I'm gonna stay in bed and take an extra nap because I didn't sleep worth the shit. But you know, here we are, suffering together, as we so often do during these Kyle Busch truck races. Boy, I hate typing on this phone. Yeah, DFS. I'm happy that GTA 5 runs well while my OBS is running. Makes me want to go back and try to play some of other PC games again, and hopefully have them come out in better quality.
This season starting in
Thank God, the silence was so loud.
Camping World Truck Series drivers have a chance to win 500.
My OCD's starting to bug me that I'm not going to be at the truck race in Darlington, but I'm going to be at the other two races.
Be sure to tune in each
Oh, I wish I was made of money.
3 races, it's 150 grand, and if you win all 3, it's a $500,000 bonus. Thank you very much.
That makes it a lot of fun to see these truckers line up and know.
Boy, if Kyle Busch is not in the truck race at Charlotte, I would consider going.
Put new engines in their trucks, and that money goes a long way to help.
I don't know if he is or not.
See the pit road penalty for Stuart Friesen. The 26 of Anchorman.
Probably is. That's usually one that he runs.
Tires. And
Stage 2, green flag.
Stage 2 has Kyle Busch out front.
4 wide.
3 wide. There's my 8 wide racing. Kyle Busch, not surprisingly, launches out. Nice lead. Enfinger second on the outside of Nemechek with Ben Rhodes and Austin Hill.
And these restarts are fierce.
Oh, they're fierce.
Trying to squeeze in for position.
Just remember, every time you cut someone off, that's just giving them a chance to spin you out. You know, you got to get caught at break if you're going to cut somebody off, and that's a real delicate balance these guys are dealing with.
And everybody wants the bottom, right?
Yes, that's what we expected would be the case, but it's certainly come to be true. Also, I think it's important, Vince, right now to keep track on who's really hauling right now. You see Kyle drive out to that big lead. Well, is that a short run truck or a long run truck like we saw John Hunter just get better and better? We're also going to keep our eye on Zane Smith in the 21. Really strong moves early in the stage. Does he burn his stuff up?
Watching the
Kyle Busch is in clean air. This race is over. And I know he's going to smoke these guys on short runs, so even a rash of cautions isn't going to help us. He's better than all these guys on short runs. Always, no matter what. When have you ever seen Kyle Busch struggle on a short run? Especially in trucks. God, I'm bored now. Looks like we could have skipped this one, boys and girls. It's time for a NASCAR on Fox. Shut the fuck up. Caution's out. The 12 truck. Fugler has crashed hard. Fugler, I called him. Yep. Heavy right front damage. Tire doesn't appear to be down. Oh, that truck's on fire. Well, now the fire went out. Never mind. He might have got some help. That right front tire didn't look down. And we have a caution. Haley Deegan's got right rear damage. Oh, don't tell me old Haley Deegan did it.
Yeah, but usually the one with the right rear damage would be the one in the wall. If that wasn't the case here, does the 12 dive in and run into the one? You see the one on the right side of the screen. Oh, she rolled up the hill.
Damn. Ooh, that's a hard hit.
Higher into the hill.
Hard hit for a short track.
Steering out when he got into the back of her.
But he's okay.
So
And Haley Deegan has some right rear damage. She'll keep going. He'll go to the garage.
First caution at Richmond.
Oh, technically it's the second caution, dumbass. Looks like everybody's giving up on this race today. Trust me, I want to give up. We're here now, though. In too deep. After this race, I need to finish up Red Dead Redemption. I was playing the first Red Dead again for the first time in a while. Because I got my new Xbox Series X controller. Need to finish that up today, maybe. I should be checking Twitter during commercials. See if Homeboy's pissed off at Hailie Deegan. Because it was hard to tell from the angle that Fox barely had whose fault it was. I'm with the iceberg. He said, I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion, but Richmond in the daytime is far better than Richmond at night. He is correct. We have seen too many stinker, lame, disappointing night races at Richmond since about 2014 or so. So, yeah, much better in the daytime. But remember a couple years ago, they moved it to the daytime, and everybody complained. Richmond in the daytime, it's hot. And then they put it back at night, and the racing sucked there ever since. Mostly the car. We all know it's the car that makes the racing suck at a place like Richmond. We know Richmond, and places like Richmond and Charlotte are great racetracks. We know this.
We'll see here was trying to tell Hailie Deegan, but I don't know. It's hard from that replay.
He's mad at Hailie Deegan.
That happened way back on the back of the straightaway.
He's going to hit a woman. Was he Austin Wayne self?
See what she had to say. Sounds like the spotter said that she crowded up on the 12 truck, but she was racing another truck, and you can see there's this damage, and that put Tate Fogelman into that wall, and that's the result to his 12 truck.
You can understand Fogelman's frustration. It's hard enough that when you get put out on someone else's doing, not intentional, obviously, but that's just part of short track racing. He's not the first, he won't be the last.
We've seen a lot of interesting short track racing here at Richmond over the years, dating back to about '86 when Dale
I'd probably be really good at fantasy NASCAR betting.
They just have followed year after year, seemingly people getting mad at each other. Rusty and Jeff, Ricky Rudd, Kevin Harvick. Who will be the
Hailie Deegan can probably kick most of these little kids' asses. Isn't that sad? What are you trying to say, Dale? Women can't fight. Look, she's very small, okay? Don't sue me.
We'll be at Kansas on May 1st, and then to Darlington less than a week later.
Throwback weekend in Darlington. And look, Vince, we're going to Texas, and we're going to race at Coda.
We're going to Texas.
Charlotte Motor Speedway, then back to Texas for the mile and a half.
Oh, God, Texas. Ugh.
Going to Nashville and keeping our fingers crossed for a beautiful June day in Pocono, and then on the dirt at Knoxville.
How about wrapping up the regular season on the road course? We see how much action gets generated there from guys running into each other.
Love that the trucks are going back to Watkins Glen for the regular season finale.
First time since, what, 2004 trucks at Watkins Glen?
Set the playoff stage. Under caution here in Richmond. It's the first caution other than, of course, the end of stage one. We went green from the drop of the green until the end of stage one. Grant Infinger dominated that first stage. But in stage two, it's been all Kyle Busch.
Hailie Deegan on pit road. Matt Crafton on pit road. Surprising.
Opposite for that of the 88 Matt Crafton, his teammate. A lot of trouble with his truck being down on the front splitter. He's hitting the splitter in the center of the corners. As you see them check that right there, they want to see how hard he's hitting it. They're trying to get the truck off that splitter because he gets tight in the middle.
Crafton's truck is really low on the splitter, and it's getting him taut.
Rear springs, everything. They've been cranking rounds in this truck and doing everything they can. Jamie?
Hailie Deegan just a little bit of damage on that right rear. That's the only tire they're going to change. You see the bear bond going on there. She's had a good, quiet run so far. Really focused on wrapping that bottom line and staying on the lead lap. She has one of the best spotters in the business, and TJ Majors kind of talking her through this race for the first time, and the team coordinating right now, trying to stay on the lead lap here with this little fix after that contact there.
Ryan Truex climbing from his machine. They had a mechanical issue earlier. He's done for the day as well in Richmond.
Okay, back to commercials. At least these commercial breaks have been planned. Remember the two in stage one where it just randomly cut to commercial and then came back? Yeah, I think the guy was mad at first that I wasn't showing the race, but then I think he understood because then he hung around and talked to us. So, and I think he subscribed. I figured I'd run him off with my mean-spirited comments about cable. It literally costs nothing to get like some kind of streaming thing where you can watch Fox Sports 1 or whatever. So I'm always a little taken back. People are like, hey, can't find right. It's like, dude, you got an internet connection. Go find it. I mean, hell, if you don't want to pay for it, you can get it illegally somehow. It's literally not hard to find. Just Google something and you'll find somewhere where you can like live stream races and shit. Boy, I miss football, dude. The draft is in 12 days. I'm really excited for the draft just because I was watching NFL stuff last night. I was watching like 5-point vids and other NFL videos. I was like, shit, dude, I miss watching football. I miss talking about football. God, the fall is going to be really busy. As you guys know, I'll multitask. I'll watch the race. I'll focus primarily on the race, but during the races, when it gets boring, we will be talking about whatever the fucking Falcons were doing. This year I plan on streaming more NFL games throughout the entirety of the season. Like I did at the end of last NFL season. Because I wasn't sure if it was something I wanted to do. And then we had a lot of fun. We streamed a lot of games last year. I try to pick good games to stream. I don't stream every game I watch, but if I see a game that I think is going to be worthwhile, I'll stream it. Yep, I saw 5 Points Vid has done some NASCAR stuff. He's a NASCAR fan. Still watches occasionally. He's not like diehard like he said he used to be, but he keeps up with it.
And the programs that serve them through donations of brand new sports equipment. Encourage you to do that if you would. Goodsports.org.
Boy, this is a really long caution for a one-car wreck. We are still under caution.
Richmond Raceway, a great venue for these trucks. Looking forward to watching the Cup guys tomorrow, too.
And we mentioned earlier, this is the 75th anniversary season for Richmond Raceway. A lot of great races here through the years.
Raced here for the first time in 1986. I've always loved coming up here, being a part of this event, you know. The whole town sort of wants to see what's happening with NASCAR. We come check in Richmond.
Recently,
You guys see Justin Allgaier's throwback scheme for Darlington? Looks like one of Dale Earnhardt's Coca-Cola cars.
Here at Richmond Raceway and
Still under caution for a single car accident.
900-acre complex here is a 60,000 square foot exhibition hall and an 8,000 seat amphitheater. It is a beautiful facility. If you've never been here before, I encourage you to make this one of your stops on your NASCAR tour if you're a fan.
No doubt. Did you ever come when it was the Fairgrounds Raceway, Vic?
I did not.
That's 1986, 7, 8. I think about 90 they changed it. But wow, what a...
Hey, we're doubling up for the restart.
Basically a football field, flat racetrack. There's a choose rule. People are deciding whether they want to be high or low. Predominantly low is the is the play here. We've seen trucks just digging around the bottom of the racetrack, but heck, at some point you got to go high, right, Vince?
Well, you pick up some more spots, or at least.
See, you can see on the track where they moved the choose cone, because last year the choose cone's like all the way against the fucking wall. And you could barely fit your car between the wall and the choose box if you were picking the outside line. So you could actually see it on the racetrack there.
Running 7th.
Incredible bank truck for Eric Kraus inside the top 10. What a good move he's made through the field.
We're finally going back to green.
Also, Holtzclaw.
That was a really long caution for one truck.
Let's listen to the camp from the Ford John Hunter Nemechek on this restart.
On the outside of Kyle Busch. Kyle clears him. Set sail for boredom.
I think that's one of those cases, Vince, where you just...
Or maybe not. Nemechek's got a nice run off of 4 here. He's underneath Kyle Busch going to turn 1. Hey, Nemechek takes the lead from Kyle Busch. I'll be damned. My reverse psychology worked. Oh, Jennifer Jo Cobb is around. Caution's out, even though she could have just got right to pit road. We didn't need another goddamn 30-minute caution, but here we are. Oh, Jennifer Jo's making her Cup debut at Talladega, guys. Jennifer Jo Cobb's running in the Cup race at Talladega. You heard that right. Harrison Burton is running the Cup race at Talladega. I love the choose rule.
Understandably so.
Harrison Burton, former trucker, he announced also he's going racing at Talladega in the Cup Series.
So our second caution.
Another goddamn caution.
Today.
She could have just drove right to pit road. Didn't need to be a caution.
Identify what happened.
Damn.
A little bit of
Literally the last place truck ran into her.
between Jim Joe and that 3 of Howie DeSavino, the third, who's making his
Alrighty then. Well, Nemechek had just gotten the lead, so
debut.
we had to ruin that, didn't we?
The last thing you want to do is have an issue. Those two couldn't quite sort it out. But look at this action up front. How do they not crash? There's not room for 3 trucks there, is there?
Sheldon Creed squeezed there between the 45 of Moffitt and the 52 of Friesen.
Moffitt, Friesen, Creed, they're all running just outside the top 15. I talked at the opening of the show about, needing to cheer Brett on.
How about those two? Let's address that while you're here. Brett Moffitt and Sheldon Creed. Creed last year's champion, Moffitt a 2018 champion, and neither one of those guys have been able to find the sweet spot this year.
No, it's really frustrating and concerning. And why? GMS was the deal last year. Certainly been off the pace this year, Vince.
John Hunter Nemechek gets around the boss.
We got to go to commercial for a single car accident where nobody hit anything and everybody kept going. When do we get Jordan Anderson, the 3 truck again? Ooh, I don't really know. Probably Darlington, I would bet. I figured he'd probably want to race Darlington. Remember, he's the owner. NASCAR Thunder 2004 taught him how to do it. You know my favorite NFL YouTube channel is now? My favorite NFL YouTube channel is Barry McCockiner. Yes, that's the name of it. You guys know Barry? Barry McCockiner. He makes great YouTube videos. And yes, that's the name of the channel. This AP Sports article. Bubba Wallace says get the COVID shot like he did. Brad Keselowski says he has not decided yet whether to get vaccinated, while Austin Dillon and Chase Elliott say it's a personal choice. It's going to be really funny when NASCAR makes it mandatory. You realize how many dumb fucking anti-vax boomer denial assholes are in that garage? Oh, they're going to be so salty. I hope they make it mandatory. I hope they make it mandatory. Get the shot or don't race. Get the shot or fuck off. That's what they ought to do for stuff like that. I just love it when somebody who's like so opposed to it gets put in a situation where they have to get it. We're having that with the Kiss Cruise right now. There's some people, conveniently all QAnoners, that are really butthurt about having to get the COVID vaccine to go on the cruise. And I really want NASCAR to be like, hey, COVID shot or don't come to our fucking garage. It's like, good news, we're opening the garage up. You better get the COVID shot, though. Green flag. Nemechek picked the outside. Kyle Busch 3 wide in the middle between Rhodes and Enfinger. Oh, Nemechek loose, but he's digging out of that corner. He was like dead sideways. What the hell happened to Kyle Busch there? Nemechek picked the outside and fucking launched. Kyle Busch got put in a bad spot. He's back to 4th. Well, this is a minor setback for old KFB. Lots of aggressive blocks going to turn 3. Did you guys see how many trucks jumped out of line to cover their position?
To victory lane, he is way overdue.
Yeah, the frustration, is setting in. Johnny's such a great racer, he just hasn't been able to work it out as of late.
Austin Hill's really letting me down today. I should have went with Rhodes or Enfinger.
Austin Hill, 5th and 6th. I mean, there is action all over the track. These restarts generated, but everybody trying to grab a position and sort themselves out.
On the right side of the screen, Stuart Friesen lost the nose of his truck as he headed down into turn 1. Luckily, there was no one up on the outside, and Gillen and Austin Hill can't work this out.
Gee, Fox, I wish I knew what position I was watching right now.
Rafael Lassard in the 24 truck.
Waiting for one of them to make a mistake.
Hey, hoping they sort it out, and just behind them, the guy we've talked about several times, Derek Kraus. He's applying the pressure as well, racing inside the top 10.
Good run for Kraus today, and much needed after they made that crew chief change. Nice little confidence booster for them.
Yeah, when you make a change and you see positive results immediately, it's just a validation that you had an idea of how to improve your team, and it worked.
How about Zane Smith?
Zane Smith in the top 5. Pretty good. I mean, the guy that I bet money on to win's not doing so well, but oh well. As long as Kyle Busch wins, or as long as Kyle Busch does not win, there's a silver lining. I can say I enjoyed today and didn't waste my time. I'm not giving up my picks for the whole year, DFS. My fate is in my hands. Noise.
And he is now crew chiefing at Nice Motorsports. Noise at Nice. Say that 3 times real fast. But working on the 44, the youngster Jet Nolan today.
Jet's a lap off the pace, but learning a lot. That's what you need to do when you...
Yeah, you can learn a lot driving slow. Michael Waltrip would know. He did it for 20 years.
Here's another guy making a bit of a move. The 18 of Chandler Smith. We haven't talked about him today. He's inside of Hocevar. Hocevar's been solid, but it looks like Smith is going to rally and run up in the top 10 here as we race toward the end of the second stage.
Yeah, that is 4/10. And Kyle Busch Motorsports has won 3 in a row with 3 different drivers. No team has ever won 4 straight with 4 different drivers. That puts kind of the onus on Chandler Smith since he's the guy.
Chandler Smith is only just now cracking the top 10 for the first time today.
Came on the scene last year and was very impressive in his few starts, and this year it hasn't gone quite as well, but hopefully he can rally. This is a good run for him today.
Yeah, started off with a good top 10 finish at Daytona, but boy, they have not caught many breaks through the beginning of this season, that's for sure. They need a good run today. Danny Stockman Jr., the crew chief on that 18, is certainly a championship caliber and has won championships as crew chief. We were on Austin Dillon.
Yes, sir.
If Jeff Gordon's son grows up and decides to race, pray for that poor kid. You think Dale Jr. underwent scrutiny. Imagine being Jeff Gordon's kid. Hell, imagine Brexton Busch and Keelan Harvick are going to race. That's going to suck for them.
Told me earlier this week that even though they ran runner-up last season, finished runner-up, they did not feel good about
You can already tell that Brexton and Keelan are going to be race car drivers.
His worst fears came to reality early on, and they made big changes during that most recent pit stop.
So Joyner wasn't paranoid, he was right.
Yes.
Is that correct?
52 radio, Stuart Friesen's team.
Right here, front, stop around the entry, half back.
Translate that to, he doesn't like his brake.
Yeah, well done, Mike.
Thank you, I'm all over this.
Can't slip anything past you, can you?
Brakes are important here. What's the problem, you think?
Brakes are important. Did you hear Mikey say that? At Richmond, brakes are important.
Of that happening, and now you hear on the radio what he continues to say. Every time he touches the brakes getting into the corner, feels like it's going to spin out. They've tried adjusting the balance bar. That's not really been helping him much. This is a guy that's going to be very busy this weekend too, Stuart Friesen. He will leave here today, head to Fonda, New York to race a dirt car tonight, and then Albany tomorrow to race again on Sunday.
Talking about a fun trip. A couple years ago, I got to take that dirt race trip with them, and it is a party. They race hard, and when the race is over, they like to drink a couple beers and celebrate what they've accomplished that night. And Stuart Friesen, his family, they are all in to the dirt racing scene, and it's great fun.
Racers race.
I love that paint scheme on Nemechek's truck.
Continuing to lead this
Got a second half lead over Infinger, and Rhodes is about 3 seconds back. Dude, Brexton Bush has a ride for life. I can guarantee Brexton's going to drive for Kyle Busch in trucks. Then he'll drive for Dale Jr. for like a year or two in Xfinity. Then he'll go back and run for Gibbs later on. How much you want to bet that's the career path? That seems to be everybody's career path. You drive for Kyle Busch in trucks. You go to Junior in Xfinity. Then you go to Cup. Although it's been a while since Junior sent anybody to Cup that's worth a fuck because he's been too busy running guys like Michael Annett and Noah Gragson. And poor Justin Allgaier, who deserves to be in a Cup ride of good quality. Poor Justin Allgaier. Had his career pulled out from under him just for fucking Joey Logano to go to Penske. What are you still doing here anyway?
I'm staying here for today.
Oh, God. Fucking Jeff Gordon's kid's going to be owner driver at Hendrick Motorsports because the Gordons are going to own that shit one day. I really hate that I'm not going to be able to watch Jimmy Johnson race tomorrow. I mean, I don't expect him to do well anyway, but I wanted to watch that IndyCar race. But it's the same time the Cup race. So it's a no-go for me. I will save my multi-screen watching experience for when fucking football starts. I'll have the race on the NBC app on my TV, and I'll have the football game on the little TV in front of me, and then I'll be streaming on my computer, and we'll have a good time. Getting this TV was one of the best moves for my streaming career other than my computer. Because now it'll be easy for me to watch multiple things at once. I hate that I'm going to miss the Martinsville playoff race. That's one that I'm really bummed about missing. The last race before the championship. I know I wouldn't be able to avoid spoilers. I'd get back from the cruise, try to avoid spoilers, and go watch the race on like YouTube, but the fucking thumbnail would have the spoiler on who wins. I wonder if I can pull that off. When I get back from the cruise, I'm going to go social media dark, and when I get home, I'm going to watch the race. And be like, wow! Maybe I'll do a live reaction stream. I can get people to not spoil it in the live chat. I would come back from the cruise and we'd watch like the Martinsville race like that Tuesday after it happens on that Sunday. And y'all can like not spoil it for me and we'll laugh and have a good time at me not knowing what the fuck's going to happen. I'm still not going to forgive my sister in 2010 for spoiling when David Rudiman won Chicago. I was at a Leonard Skinner concert, and I was like, nobody tell me a fucking thing about the race. I'm going to watch it when I get home. And she texts me, you ain't going to believe who won. So guess what? With about 50 laps to go, I was like, gee, Jeff Gordon, Kyle Busch, Carl Evers, David Rudiman. Gee, I bet David Rudiman wins. So I didn't even get to enjoy that. Zane, oh wow. Austin Hill back in the top 5. We have hope. Just keep in the top 5, Hill. We can win this. We can steal this win. If you run top 5, you're going to be in position to take advantage of somebody else's fuck up. The Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski special. Don't do anything all day and then have the 3 guys in front of you give the race away.
Season began in grand fashion. He won both the races at Daytona on the oval and then the road course. And there's last year's race winner right here at Richmond, Brandon Finger, who runs second.
He's been able to drive away from Kyle Busch since Kyle had that restart. And there you see 5th place runner Austin Hill. Good solid top 5 here on the short track. Like I said earlier, they have not done well on the shorter ovals. This is a big move for this team. Zane Smith, Rafael Lessard. Here's Zane in the 21. This is currently 6th. He's improved his truck since the beginning, Vince.
Good looking truck too. I like those colors. The combination of red and yellow with Good Sam and some assistance from Marcus Lemonis this week. And Rafael Lessard, I've been impressed with what Lessard has done, not just today, but this season.
No doubt. He's really performed well at a variety of different tracks, and a guy that you just kind of look up for and expect to be him to be in the top 10.
He's got a couple of stage wins. Doesn't have the results at the end of the day to show for it, but he has a couple of stage wins. He's had some good runs.
So,
Hasn't had the finishes.
November's a long way, or October's a long way off. If I avoid Martinsville spoilers and then live stream me watching it when I get home, can you guys not spoil it for me? I'll even make the title of the stream something stupid so outsiders won't come in and spoil it. If I can resist the urge to stay off social media when I get back from Florida. JBL. Boo. Get it? Because JBL's music had a cow because he's from Texas and a stock bill because he lives in New York.
When you struggle like you have, but if you can get a top 10 in, you say, all right, that's a building block. We're going to be able to lean on that to move forward, just like Carson Hocevar is doing as well.
Hocevar just 18 years old, and then another teenager, Sam Mayer, right there behind him at 12.
These goddamn kids are ruining my NASCAR. I remember when men used to race. What's this bullshit? 5 to go on the stage. John Hunter Nemechek has a massive lead over Enfinger Rhodes, Kyle Busch in 4th, 5 seconds back, and my pick Austin Hill 5th. We're 11 laps past halfway. It's Saturday afternoon, April 17th at 2:51 p.m. We're having a lovely time, peacefully watching a NASCAR race.
You know, you look at those 2 trucks, Vince. This happened to me late in my career. I was watching a couple of guys running toward the end of the race, and I added their age together, and it was less than mine. And that's what doesn't matter.
I'm assuming Michael Waltrip was adding their ages together as they lapped him for the 5th time that day.
Johnny's up to 42 now.
Austin Hill just passed Kyle Busch. We are 4th now, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming alive just in time for stage 3 and the end of the race. Kyle Busch has dropped to 5th.
John Hunter Nemechek, you're riding with him. A great view from the bumper cam as he's in
123.
the final laps here of stage 2. He crosses the line, and there are now 2 to go here in stage 2.
Look at this battle. Man, really tight racing there. Zane Smith trying to hold off Rafael Lessard as they race toward the end of the stage.
I was good with my pick at Martinsville last week. Chase Elliott almost stole that win at the end. Ended up 2nd. He caught Hamlin and Truex late, and I thought, oh shit, I'm about to steal some money. I'm really good at picking whoever finishes 2nd. So maybe I need to start picking Logano and Gregson every week so they can't win.
Timmy Hill in the Hair Club truck trying to hang on to the lead lap.
Timmy Hill on the lead lap. Final lap of the stage right in front of John Nemechek. Oh, I don't know if he's going to stay on the lead lap. What run's he going to get? Timmy Hill stays on the lead lap, and John Hunter Nemechek wins stage 2. Well, good for Timmy Hill. And Haley Deegan's still on the lead lap with damage.
Looking to add to that total here today in Richmond.
Could they play better music when they go to commercial. It's not asking for much, is it? Man, David Land's lucky. He's at fucking IndyCar practice right now. Man, I'm jealous. I want to watch that race tomorrow. Hey, IndyCar, can you, like, change your fucking schedules? Run your races exclusively when the Cup Series is not running? You know, I knew KBM struggles the last couple of years were not an equipment problem. It was a driver problem.
You thought I was gone? I was at the Cup race in New Hampshire, and they had, I think, Dario, before the Cup race, run laps in an Indy car to be like, hey, NASCAR's coming back to New Hampshire, or whatever. It's pretty cool. That's the only time I've ever seen an Indy car in person was Dario running, like, laps before a Cup race. I want Indy car on the Roval here at Charlotte. I would actually like to see that in person. Especially if Jimmy Johnson's in it. Hopefully they'll make that happen. And then you'll be going crazy.
Hey, Dover commercial. There's only one Dover race this year. It's kind of sad, but you know.
Stage 2 is complete. Getting ready for pit stops. Heading to the third and
Well, the Gen 6 car ruins so many good tracks. Michigan, Charlotte, Dover, Richmond. Tracks that I love that are like garbage because the cars suck.
brought to you by Blue
Oh, Al Unser.
Pain relief as you look at our race summary.
I've never been an IndyCar guy. I liked Dan Weldon and Will Power, though.
And now it's just really getting good, right? I mean, they're going to come in, they're going to pit here at the end of stage 2, and then they're all going to have one set of tires remaining. And then when do you put that set on in stage 3?
As late as you can, but not too late, Vince. That's the problem these crew chiefs are going to have, trying to figure out when that is. But for now, we need to have a solid pit stop here, hone our track position, and Regan, get out of the pits with some good adjustments.
Well, good adjustments is exactly what they need, unless you're the leader of John Hunter Nemechek, Michael. He is very happy with that truck right now. Maybe just a little too tight across the center. He was told with 5 to go, much like the first stage, go hard, see what you got. Again, the lap time's picked up. The 98 Grand Elevator, that race car, so your race truck is too tight. If he overdrives it, only if he overcharges the car, it's just a little bit too much. Jamie?
Pushing the 51. He's won 38% of the truck races he's ever been in, but they've got to be a little
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
do it today. Wrench, track bar wrench, they're making adjustments to make this 51 better. Meanwhile, the 99 at Ben Rhodes, they told him you're the fastest truck out here. Needs
A little bit of a slow stop on Kyle Busch, it looked like. Nemechek leader, Ben Rhodes second, Enfinger third, Austin Hill fourth, Zane Smith fifth, Lassard sixth, Chandler Smith seventh. Kyle Busch drops all the way to eighth. They had a slow pit stop. He's 8th place now. Well, good. Maybe if this race goes green all the way, he won't be able to get to the lead because Nemechek's really fast.
Significant adjustments to that 51.
At this point, I don't care if Kyle Busch wins. He hasn't stunk up the race. He hasn't dominated, so I don't care if he wins. I just didn't want him to fucking lap half the field and lead 200 out of 250 laps or whatever, so I don't even care if he wins now. We've had a good race today. Don't see any pit penalties. Ah, shit, never mind. Austin Hill, too fast on pit road. Well, there goes my money. Austin Hill, too fast on pit road.
So that means he goes to last?
Yeah, he has to go to the back.
Oh.
Well, it was a nice thought, guys.
Well, you're screwed.
And Kyle Busch gains another spot back. Yuck. Now suddenly I care again if he wins because my guy's probably fucked now.
Yep. He is.
Wait, Ryan Reed's in this race? I didn't even know Ryan Reed was in this race. Jeez. I thought I smelt diabetes, but I wasn't sure.
What the heck?
There are very few drivers I've held in such low regard like I hold people like Ryan Reed. He's right up there with Dylan Kwasniewski. Diabetes. It's okay, I can joke about it. I'm well aware that I'm going to have so many health problems one day. Hopefully not diabetes, because I cut out sugar.
Well, not forever.
Oh, Jesus.
The heck? He thought the lights were starting again. What
Damn, there's some old truck footage they were showing there. Then again, it was like 100 years between... Wow, Mike Skinner. He just showed Mike Skinner winning at Richmond. One of my favorite drivers to never win a cup race, Mike Skinner.
Man, that's a good song.
Welcome back to Camping World Truck Series Racing from Richmond. And it is a beautiful day here.
100 laps to go.
With us, but all in all, it's very pleasant. Fans in the stands.
I have nothing to cheer for now, but
Everybody enjoying it so far and getting ready for
I just want to see a good race.
with John Hunter Nemechek,
Now that Austin Hill gave my money away.
company from 98 of Grant Enfinger, and then Ben Rhodes. Banging on the
Oh, God, Rhodes packed it into turn one. I thought he was going to run over Nemechek. It's like a little early to use. I know it's 100 laps to go. That's a little early to use the bumper.
Lost his momentum though a little bit. It looks like maybe Grant
Enfinger to second. Rhodes 3 wide in the middle
now is the 99 of Rhodes.
between Smith and Lassard.
Lassard and Zane Smith.
Nemechek can't get away from Enfinger just yet. Kyle Busch is stuck behind this 3 wide battle in front of him. Enfinger's underneath Nemechek. Battle for the lead. Here comes Lassard. Lassard with a big run down the back. Rhodes, Enfinger had to move up and block him.
There's Rafael Lassard, and that 24 is having
Lassard probably could have got the Nemechek there if the 98 didn't pull up in front of him.
finish it. Hasn't been able to finish the job in previous races this
Hey, look at that, a
season.
side-by-side replay. They're not showing full screen. God damn.
Hello, my friend. I was there. These trucks are struggling a bit.
Nemechek and Finger Lassard.
Surprised to see Nemechek and Infinger out
Oh,
front.
Derek
And
Kraus is
19,
around.
Derek
Flat
Kraus
left
is
rear.
around.
Caution's out.
That's too bad. He's
Didn't hit anything.
solid showing today.
Just bring it to pit road. You'll be all right.
To be significant.
I think it's a left rear tire.
It's a left rear tire down.
Yeah. He was running inside the top 10. It's been a great day for him. Hopefully they get to pit road. Change that tire without losing a lap. That's restart contact generally, you know, that's pushing. We saw it. We saw so much pushing and shoving.
Watch the top right corner of the screen. There's the 19.
Yeah, that tire was down as he was going in the corner. He just spun out by himself.
Lost control.
Must have touched somebody. Reach out and touch somebody. Cut your tire down.
Gain control.
Look at the season numbers.
Not a scratch on that truck, though.
They need some good fortune.
But they can't get the jack under it to change the tires.
Early laps of the final stage at Richmond.
Austin Hill's going to pull a miraculous comeback and steal this win and win me money. You watch.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen.
It's happened before.
Oh, you
Get a bunch of cautions here. He'll be right back in it, hopefully.
but that would just make the lights longer.
Have to maybe use that last set of tires before everybody else or after everybody else. Something might work out. He's fast. Congratulations, Dale. You won $15 on a truck race. Well, with my newfound wealth, I'm going to buy a house.
$15 is enough to buy a house.
That's the joke, Blake.
It doesn't sound like a joke.
Hey, did you guys know that Blue Emu is a maximum pain relief thingy? Whatever that means.
What is it?
I don't want to sponsor Bubba Wallace. He quit an iRacing event. Okay, Blue Emu, you cunts. He turned his computer off. Commercials. At this point, I am cheering for a bunch of cautions.
Because we need them.
Oh shit, it's Wayne Brady, son. Are they doing any more new episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway? I'm pretty sure they're not. Ew, God, Arby's commercial. You know, I had Arby's yesterday and it was fine, but on days where I'm not in the mood for Arby's, I see an Arby's commercial, I'm just like, ugh, yuck. Except that mozzarella sticks, though. Never get tired of those.
Into the choose zone, and you choose the bottom.
Kyle Busch picked the outside line and shoots all the way up to the second row.
Bottom, please, unless it gets a little crowded down there. I think we saw Kyle Busch go up to the top.
You want to ultimately get to the bottom, no matter which lane you choose. And they'll want to do that tomorrow, too. The Cup Stars right back here for the best battle of the Toyota Owners 400. Coverage begins with race day 1:30 Eastern on FS1, leading up to the green flag at 2:30 on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Who you got
On
tomorrow?
green with 92 laps to go.
I'm going to go with Martin Truex Jr.
All right, I'll go with Denny Hamlin then. Both those boys have been really good all
I'll go with I haven't made up my mind yet about who I'm picking tomorrow.
We got a lot of unfinished business here today.
Michael Waltrip can't speak English. Green flag.
John Hunter Nemechek and Grant Infinger on the front row as the restart spreads them out.
Nemechek gets a nice jump. He's got Lassard on his bumper on the inside. This is going to work out great for Lassard, I think. Nah, Infinger's got that run off the high side. Kyle Busch loses more spots on the restart. Kyle Busch is not having good restarts right now. I don't know if it's just lane choice or whatever.
And here comes Zane Smith. We've seen that truck have so much speed on these new tires. Keep that in mind. If there's a late caution, Zane Smith could be the...
Zane Smith is good on restarts today. Oh, the 23's in the wall. Caution's out.
Speaking of cautions,
another caution. Chase Purdy. Backed her into the wall.
100%.
Too early to pit. Save him, tars.
Goes around.
Bent up Bama buggy there. That's a shame.
His crew chief, Jeff Hensley, interesting that the last
Hard in the wall.
he has been the crew chief.
Yeah, Lassard is really performing quite well for somebody who was 70 to 1.
Years ago with
Did Haley Deegan do that?
They had 4 wide for a second, trying to funnel it down, and unfortunately Chase was the loser in that funnel.
he was the one that got spit out of the funnel.
That's right.
It was running just inside the top.
Yeah, they were 4 wide. The 30, then Purdy. The 30, then Purdy. That rhymes. Then Haley Deegan was under them, and another truck was under her.
Stay on the lead lap, doing a nice job. 21st position.
Hard
right
in the
now.
wall.
Don't really pin this on her. She had to get
Austin
the-
Hill. Oh, that was Austin Hill going 4 wide. He put him in that situation.
As they say, Vince, that's
He
all
got
right.
through it. I'm all good. Not done yet.
We would beg to differ.
Just got a lot of work to do.
Bumped and then into the wall.
But
Hey, that truck ain't supposed to look like
I
that.
keep my luggage in there, but that didn't look like luggage.
Pretty doggone good advertising there. Buggies though, right? Not what you're looking for. It looks like they can affect some repairs and keep going, I hope.
So we're gonna re-rack them and do it again. Got some radio from Kyle Busch in that 51.
Kyle.
He doesn't like
I think Kyle Busch was writing a haiku there for his
Any way
crew
you
chief.
describe it.
it doesn't work. It isn't there.
And watch the 99 of Rhodes get into the back of the 51 here on that last restart. You'll see Kyle get shuffled out in the process as
Ben Rhodes put him 3 wide in the middle.
There's been a theme here with Ben Rhodes, hasn't there, Vince? He's going to go.
Wow, Ben Rhodes clobbered Kyle Busch in turn 1 there. I didn't even see that.
Insults.
Hopefully he cut that left rear tire down.
Kyle a bit there, but Rhodes comes out in the top 5. Kyle all the way back to 7th.
well, you can't. I mean, at this
Rub the
point,
letters
you
off it.
can't give a break, can you? I mean, it's really tough because you lose a spot or two because you gave up a position, and next thing you know, you're in the mix.
Yeah,
or the mess.
And you know, Vince, as well as anyone, it's just going to get worse and worse. As the laps wind down, the intensity ramps up, and these guys will start trying to take more and more advantage of each other.
No give and all take. You know, you can give a little bit in these, maybe the first couple of stages, but you get to the last stage and the only thing you're given is a bumper. Well, it's been a fun season so far. Of course, it got off in perfect fashion for Ben Rhodes.
He said got off.
Kentucky won the first 2 races at Daytona on the oval and then the road course. And then John Hunter Nemechek beat Kyle Busch.
John Hunter Nemechek won me $15 at Las Vegas.
In Atlanta before Martin Truex Jr. won on the dirt at Bristol.
Martin Truex ruined my day at Bristol.
Truex did a dominating performance too, wouldn't you? Wow. He was impressive. Told me he wasn't much of a dirt racer.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
Lucky or just a liar? What do you think?
I think he was just being
Modest.
yeah, he was just keeping that to himself. He knew he had something for him there.
Of course, John Hunter Nemechek not only has a win to his credit, but the biggest victory of all. He and wife Taylor welcomed their daughter Aspen into the world, and so happy for them. And what a great picture that is.
Oh, that's beautiful. You know, it's crazy.
Congratulations to John Hunter Nemechek for getting laid and having a baby.
FS1, he was mad.
Yes.
Having a tough time at Bristol dealing with what all he was dealt. Since then, he's had a baby. Now he's dominating this race. inside that truck right now. He's pretty happy.
And your buddy Brett Moffitt, I know you were there. He got married after the Bristol race.
Yeah, what a beautiful ceremony. So good to see Brett, Stephanie tie the knot. Says it's been a great week. Was really looking forward to getting to the racetrack, but certainly enjoyed his time off. But man, just another bit of a struggle here today for Brett. Not the speed he was looking for.
Yeah, currently about 15th, and it's kind of where we've seen him throughout much of the day today. So getting ready for this restart. There will be
85 laps to go. Nemechek, Enfinger, Zane Smith, Lassard, Ben Rhodes, and Kyle Busch. Nemechek's got these restarts down. Nobody's even able to contest him going to turn 1 for most of these. Zane Smith taking off on the bottom. Surprised to see Enfinger take the top there, huh? And they gave Zane Smith second. He's running up on Nemechek now. As they watch for 6th place, even though there's like a battle for it. Caution's out. Something happened. What happened? Jennifer Joe Cobb again. Caution's out.
Joe Cobb has gone around and is a little more contact this time.
Another caution.
You want them so you can.
Can't get a rhythm here. She's going to get her fired up there. On her way.
Jennifer Joe Cobb.
We're going to take a break. Come back to Richmond.
Well, they could take like 10 commercial breaks, all these cautions. I expect all of you to go online and vote Landon Castle into the iRacing Pro Invitational this Wednesday. He's the only one on the list that I saw that made sense to vote for because he's pretty good at iRacing.
They're going to start doing iRacing again?
Yep, they did one a couple weeks ago, and they're doing one again Wednesday.
Well, how about you stream that and put it on YouTube so I can watch it?
Eric Estep points out the obvious. Feels like half the time we don't have a clear replay of an incident. Seems kind of absurd at a short track like this that there isn't at least some view of every turn. And then this Jeff Gordon parody Twitter account just said, oh, it's just Fox. Yeah, that's pretty much it. They miss literally everything. Ozzy, I didn't know you were up in the attic.
Oh, wait, he won't. Oh. Hi, buddy. This morning, my nana was scratching his back, and this is all he said. He went, just stop. He didn't like it, so he just said no.
We're still waiting for Derek Krause to have one single truck race where nothing goes wrong for him.
Oh, you're still waiting? Wow.
Yeah, I know Jennifer Joe's in the Cup race next week, Michael. That's pretty wild. What a crazy world we live in. Kyle Busch is not leading. Kyle Busch is struggling in 7th place, getting used up on restarts with a loose truck that just... He says it's loose on entry, then it's tight everywhere else. John Hunter Nemechek's leading.
Game to watch following our NASCAR action. A couple trucks on and off pit road. Stuart Friesen with some issues today. What else is happening down there, Regan?
Well, the 88 truck of Matt Crafton, we documented his issues a little bit earlier on in the race.
My pick, Austin Hill, sped on pit road. He's 19th now. Better than he was.
Just a little bit of track position on that truck. And the 52 of Stuart Friesen. That truck right now, we documented that he had brake issues early on. Not complaining as much about the brakes at this moment, but they did wander into the pits on this caution right here. You see the left rear damage to that truck. They had to pull the fender. They were worried it was going to rub no tires yet, but they did pull the fender. Jamie Little.
Kyle Busch led for a little bit today, but Nemechek, Enfinger, and Rhodes seem to be the class of the field. Although Zane Smith on these short runs, pretty fast. Lassard had 70-1 odds, and he's running top 5, putting pressure on Nemechek on these restarts as well. Okay, Oz. Now restart with 79 laps to go. Had a lot of cautions here in the last couple of minutes. That's how Zane Smith's gotten to second place. I don't know if picking the outside line's a smart move there. Ooh, Enfinger and Zane Smith just running into each other. 3 wide, Ben Rhodes under Enfinger and Lassard. He backs out. Nemechek gets away with the lead. Zane Smith settles into second. Kyle Busch still struggling on these short runs and restarts. Forces it in under Ben Rhodes for 5th. Can't make the pass, though. Now Todd Gilliland's going. You know that makes Todd Gilliland happy to drive under Kyle Busch and give him hell. I don't think Todd Gilliland and Kyle Busch have the best relationship. Brett Moffitt's going to the garage. Bad year for Moffitt. Jennifer Joe getting lapped already. I mean, she did just get wrecked. Well, that seems awfully dangerous for her to be right there in front of all these guys like this. To be that damn slow. I'd like to see Zane Smith win this race, wouldn't you? Nothing against Nemechek, but
John Hunter Nemechek leads, Zane Smith second, Grant Enfinger third, and we're gonna crank it up as they're coming to
Haley Deegan's run over a couple of people today, but it's working out for her. She's 16th and on the lead lap, and has been on the lead lap all day. All of stage 1 went green, and she still stayed on the lead lap. Kyle Busch still can't do anything. He's just 6th place on that outside line with a train of cars behind. It's like he's holding them up. Oh, Norm Benning and Jennifer Jo Cobb. Jennifer Jo, that's 3. I smell a case of Vickernism. Jennifer Jo Cobb is suffering from Vickernism. That's her 3rd caution today. Norm Benning and Jennifer Jo, the 2 slowest fuckers on the racetrack, just took each other out. They didn't hit anything, though. They need to get the fuck off the damn racetrack is what they need to do. Wow, she took him out. She did! She took him out and spun herself out. I think NASCAR should park her. You're multiple laps down, a wrecked car. You're both running like dead last. Park it. It's enough of this. Not a good image to be putting out there when you're making your first Cup start next week, Jennifer Jo. Although Norm did take her out. That other caution was Norm just wiping her out. And then she went back out there and wrecked him. I think NASCAR sent her to the garage. Or she's just taking it to the garage.
And Norm Benning may be heading there too.
We're going to have a fight. Norm Benning and Jennifer Jo going to fight? Dude, place your bets. Who'd win that fight? Yeah.
Okay.
She said something broke when he got on the outside of her. She couldn't help it.
You buying that?
Yeah. And she's running a Cup race next week, guys. There's a NASCAR official talking to somebody.
Officials have maybe a relaying of a message.
Tell her to take it to the garage. Don't bother bringing it back.
Norm Benning, and the day is done for Jen Jo Cobb with just about 70 to go.
Cup Series driver Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Hey, how about that 26 of Tyler Ankrum
Chandler Smith to pit road. Johnny Sauter to pit road. Austin Wayne said we got some guys coming down to get their last sets of tires. These guys are on the lead lap as well. Last set of tires. This is 70 to go. I don't know if I like this because I think there's going to be more cautions. But if there are no more cautions, this could work out beautifully. But I think there's going to be more cautions. Brett Moffitt's coming back out onto the track. Must have got their mechanical problem squared away.
I don't know, but it's a long way to go. And there's not that many laps on the tires right now. Green flag laps.
I don't know anybody from Texas. Stop calling.
What, 40 laps? End of the stage?
Other than running a couple of people over today, Haley Deegan's done quite well, I think.
We said it's going to be interesting when you get that last set of tires.
It really wasn't her fault when they were 4 wide and they all got together.
What do you think the chance of that happened?
She's 16th and on the lead lap right now. Hey, Blake, let Ozzy out. I think he wants out.
Well, that's what happened last year.
Don't worry, Mr. Ozzy. Blake's going to hook you up.
We didn't have a caution until the end of stage 1. But we've been plagued by them of late.
Oh, we're going to restart with 69 to go. Very nice. Michael, you better put 50 cents on Jennifer Joe next week at Talladega. You'd be a millionaire. 69 to go. Nemechek and Zane Smith. I think Zane spun the tires a little bit there. He bobbled. 3 wide for second. That opened the door for Rhodes and Enfinger. 3 wide. Nemechek drives away with the lead. Rhodes comes through to second. Nice move by Ben Rhodes. Kyle Busch stuck behind another 3 wide battle with Gilliland, Enfinger, and Zane Smith. Oh! Enfinger gets into Zane Smith. They save it. Oh, wreck behind them. Dawson Cram. Caution's out again. Didn't hit anything, though. I like that good Sam paint scheme on that 41. That's nice. Didn't hit anything, though. Nope, if I'm Nemechek and those guys, I'm not pitting yet.
We can't possibly stay out.
I mean, ideally, what do you come with? Well, I mean, ideally is, 5 laps.
Ideally you run about 30 and get your tires and then finish the other 30 or so.
We've got 67 to go now, and there have been a few that have come to put on their final set, but most are waiting.
Jennifer going to win Talladega. Austin Wayne Sills spun the 41 out.
In the process of...
Oh, he turned him. Oh, he turned him. No.
Right there. It's the 0-2 of Chris Wright as well. Good to see Chris Wright back after missing a couple of races because of COVID protocols.
Oh, he turned him. No.
We were pretty much on a roll, Vince. The first 85 laps, we had 1 caution. The last 100, we've had 8.
We've had 8 cautions in the last 100 laps after the first 75 in stage 1 went green.
Somewhere, but I like the leader staying out.
Tyler Ankrum coming to pit road for that last set of tires. He's the only one I see on this round.
So we talked earlier about Ankrum and what a tough season it has been for him, and he had that uncontrolled tire penalty earlier, but he's pitting from inside the top 10.
And Vince, I like this because this team, like you said, they've struggled this year, but this is a chance to throw a Hail Mary and make something happen.
Will it pay off?
That was a great run by Rhodes to get to second on that last little lap they had before that caution. I can't remember Kyle Busch struggling this bad in the truck race. He was good earlier today. He went from 12th to like 3rd by the end of stage 1. Got the lead on pit road, led some laps. Then Nemechek passed him, and it's been all downhill since. I don't know if if Davison's not in the Cup race, he's at the IndyCar race. I think he's in the Cup race. I don't really know. I don't pay much attention to those Rick Ware shit boxes till they start causing problems. Although I think Davison had a pretty good run at Martinsville, all things considered. Positioned by attrition, yes, but I mean, look at what he's driving. Wow, Fox missed a restart. 4 wide. Nemechek through the lead, rode second. Todd Gilliland third. 3 wide with Busch and everybody else on back. Kyle Busch finally got a decent restart. It looks like he gained 2 spots there. Zane Smith was getting run over there. He was in the middle with nowhere to go. Not that you could see all of it. They missed half the fucking first lap. 62 to go. Kyle Busch up to 4th. Signs of life.
You know, we only had 4 cautions here last year. We've had 9 here today. And you see there, the first 85 laps, we only had 1. And that was the end of stage 1.
Hey, look, Austin Hill's back in the top 10. I think on this next caution we come down and put that last set of tires on, even if they don't. Come on, Hocevar, you've had a good race today. Don't ruin it now. Austin Hill, 9th. Told y'all them cautions might help me out. Not that I think anybody has anything for Nemechek. I have to run him out of the way on a restart.
Great job by that team.
Carson Hocevar, 7th.
Right behind Hocevar. Crafton, there's Austin Hill making the rebound. Remember he had that pit road penalty?
I just said that, Mikey.
Now he's racing up toward the front.
And behind him, Sheldon Creed, 10th. Last year's champ, 5-time winner there, that 2 truck. With his teammate Rafael Lassard in the 24 behind.
Kyle Busch all over Todd Gilliland for 3rd. Off to the inside. Unfortunately, guys, Kyle Busch is back in contention. He's 3rd now.
For 3rd.
Poised right there behind.
Gives Gilliland the wave. It was a friendly pass.
Last year's winner. Well, it's Zane Smith has finally fallen in line there in 6th.
I was going to say, they make big changes to that 51 truck at the last pit stop, too, with wedge and track bar adjustments. Trying to get it to turn better for Kyle. He's just under 2 seconds, or about 2 seconds behind the leader, John Hunter Nemechek. Kyle Busch Motorsports going for 4 wins in a row here today.
Well, the odds are looking good for KBM to get 4 in a row.
Nice lead here. They'll probably go into conservation mode a bit.
Oh, my God, we've made it 5 whole laps without a caution.
We don't get another caution.
I don't know what to do.
John Hunter's led better than 90 laps today, and even when he
Now, if you get another caution, you come and put that last set of tires on now.
Fighting his way through the field.
how about it, Regan?
Well, just to answer Michael's question there about if John Hunter's going to go into conservation mode, I can assure you he's already in conservation mode. I've heard crew chief Eric Phillips tell him no less than 15 times, manage, Save your tires.
Oh, Cody Robaugh hard into the outside wall. Caution's out. He backed her in the wall. He looks like he got help. He got help. All right, I'm putting that last set of tires on now. Or I'm going opposite the leader. What do you think? Opposite the leader or put that last set on now? For my sake, Austin Hill, I hope they come and put their tires on now. Ooh, wow. Austin Wayne Self just wiped him out. Austin Wayne Self must have thought Cody Robaugh was black or something. He just crashed him.
Forget how fast you're going here on this short track until you see something hit the wall and how bad it gets wadded up.
Frustration for Robaugh as he prepares to climb from his truck with just outside of 50 to go. I mean, if you don't come now, not that we wouldn't have another caution, but you're almost too close to risk it, aren't you?
Yeah, and I think there's some teams that if I were them, I wouldn't come down. I would just hope I could run 10 laps and not get lapped and have myself an advantage. Now, not the front runners. They've got to come. I think they all have to. But if you're running 10th or 11th, then you...
It makes sense for Nemechek, Rhodes, Kyle Busch, whoever to pit, but if I'm outside that top 10 or maybe even just outside that top 5, I'm going opposite the leader, sir.
We're going to see some business, I think.
Cody Robaugh's limping to the ambulance. Nemechek's pitting. Rhodes pitting. Busch, Gilliland. Matt Crafton takes the lead by staying out.
John Hunter needs to check the pit call was to pit this time. That truck is still good. Very quiet from John Hunter on the radio. No adjustments called present right now on the 98 of Grant Enfinger, upper right hand of your screen. He likes this truck better this run. He can turn
All these cautions have really flipped this race.
They're still going to free him up just a little bit more. They thought they were better at the beginning of the race. Jamie?
51 and Kyle Busch says, don't hurt my center. It's turning really well. They'll make a slight air pressure adjustment, track bar adjustment, 4 tires. He's at 2 years on his scale, 1 to 5. And 99 of Ben Brent. So the only way we can get a chance to win this race is to pit right now.
Well, Nemechek wins the race off pit road. Kyle Busch second, but we know a lot of guys stayed out.
You know, Vince, before this sequence started, I said I thought it would be time for somebody to take a chance. See if we can get a word with one of those guys that took a chance. Matt Kraft and Michael Waltrip and...
Matt Crafton, you're in the lead on old tires. How do you feel?
Hey, Matt Kraft and Michael Waltrip, Fox team, you copy?
Yes, sir.
I like it. Junior worked on that truck, tuned it up, and now you're...
Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, Chandler Smith,
What do you think about your chances?
the 30, Tyler Ankrum,
We've been having here throughout this race.
racist Wayne Self, Timmy Hill. Yeah. Interesting. 50 laps. I don't think these guys stand a chance with about... It's going to be about 48 to go when they restart. It's just too long, but it'll be fun to watch anyhow. Nemechek's going to be all the way back in 9th place.
We appreciate you talking to us. Good job, Junior Joyner, on those adjustments. You got that 88 tuned up, buddy.
Yeah, he finally got his bat out the shoulder.
Well, Junior and Matt Crafton have worked together for a long time, and I love that. But Matt, he's still giving it to Junior. Finally got his bat off the shoulder and took a swing at it.
And wow, how many swings did he take? They changed shocks. They did track bar. You heard all the adjustments they made, and the truck is fast. This is what I was hoping for, some mix-up in the strategy and see if anybody can make something special happen here at Richmond.
Well, and what Matt Crafton is hoping for, because he's still got 1 set of tires sitting there, he's hoping that they're going to run a little bit more, and then that caution's going to come out again. He'll come get that fresh set, and he'll have the tires that'll take him through the field.
In a perfect world, if they could run 20 laps and then the caution falls, Matt Crafton comes and gets those new tires, and he could win this race. We've seen strategy by pitting out.
That's what I said. Do opposite the leader if you were like on the verge of top 10 or just outside the top 10, whatever.
Grant Enfinger got an advantage last year by changing up the strategy, so I like what they're doing here. Plus,
What?
he's got a bit of a buffer behind him.
What happened with Self? Oh, Austin Wayne Self, he wrecked Cody Robaugh just now.
Danny Bone Ankrum, a lot of those trucks you see in the top 10 all the way back to Nemechek didn't pit, so that'll mean that the 88 can get a clean start, get out in front of them, maybe run some laps in the front.
Update us on the driver who's led the most laps today, John Hunter Nemechek, Regan.
Well, while John Hunter Nemechek been so quick all day long. Crew Chief Eric Phelps, you guys have had a really good long run truck. Here lately, though, it seems like you got a good
It's turned into a really entertaining race.
Get back to the front here.
I think biggest thing's not get tore up right here. This caution didn't come when we really wanted it. We worked hard on setting our stuff up for a long run. Trying to manage tires. It's worked out so far, but we'll see what we got here at the end. Jake's done a good job all day.
Good job so far today. Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, this is tense. We've seen all these cautions, and you know when you have difference in the tires, that means difference in speed. That means contact.
Austin Wayne Self went out of his way on Twitter during the All-Star race last year to talk shit about Bubba, saying he was glad Bubba got wrecked by Michael McDowell. Bubba's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Started bragging that he's a Christian man and all this other shit. It's like, yeah, dude, you're full of shit. Fucking pill-popping, wife-beating, racist piece of shit. That's Austin Wayne Self, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, a good Christian man, like good values. Why he got suspended for taking drugs before. Lord must have told him it was okay. I'm a Christian man. It's okay, guys. He can be racist. He's a Christian. God says love everyone, but I'm Christian, so I don't have to. Oh, Timmy Hill running 7th. I would actually give that top 3 a chance to win this race if it goes green. They might be able to build enough of a gap. Who knows? Still feel like there's too many laps. I don't know if short runs would help them or if long run would help them. It's hard to say. Depends on how much ground Nemechek and Kyle Busch make up on these restarts. I would say Austin Wayne Self's chances of winning this race are about as real as that God he believes in.
NASCAR Truck Series Racing on FS1, presented by Blue Emu.
Ooh, edgy.
Down to the nitty-gritty.
Where will Timmy Hill finish? Hopefully top 5. I doubt he will, though, but...
I love it. What a destination this is for a NASCAR fan, too, Vince. The whole area just built up. There's a Sporting KC soccer team there. So many activities.
So many activities! Michael Waltrip sounds like he's in Step Brothers right now.
Crown jewel of the weekend is NASCAR on track in Kansas.
And the MLS season starts today.
Yeah.
Later today on Fox.
Maybe we can catch a...
Choose rule. Not yet.
Choose zone.
Not yet.
Oh, will be next time around.
Next time around, dumbasses. The lights are still on the pace truck.
That would be a no-no.
That gets you put to the end of the field. So they've talked about it, discussed it, and they have code words with their spotters to try to figure out which
We're going to have about 43 to go when they restart, perhaps.
The 2 truck of Sheldon Creed will go to the tail end after a safety violation during their pit stop. And there's a look at the 2. Let's go to Jamie. Yep.
Yeah, Matt Crafton win would be welcome, I think. Anybody but Johnny Sauter in that top 10. Even racist Wayne Self winning would be funny, but he has no shot.
That was the only call right there. Come and get tires. Ben's did a great job all day. And, you know, with the 2 wins at the beginning of the season, we had the shot to take some chances right here, and so we did. We'll be fine here. He'll play out.
Oh, Gamble, they've had a fast truck all day today, though. Keep your eye on that 99, Vince.
Yeah, it's the right decision if we don't have another caution.
Not doing the choose rule yet. We're still under caution.
Back
That's a pretty lengthy cleanup there. That's a lot of speedy drive.
Crafton, those first 8 of our drivers all decided they were going to take a chance. And you know what? Columbus took a chance. Look what it got him. Found America.
Yeah. That cleanup a little longer than anticipated as you saw the fluid down on the track, so they're having to get that tidied up before we hit that restart zone. Grant Enfinger won stage 1 today, and he did it in dominating fashion.
And we've had a little bit of action start taking place. You can see frustration, tempers, and a lot of crashes.
And a lot of laps led by John Hunter Nemechek. Nearly 100 of them, in fact, so far. He won stage 2.
Derek Krause had a left rear tire go flat, lost a lap, has been able to rally, rebound, has Krause, around goes the Bama Buggies truck of Chase Purdy into the wall.
Yeah, we had, what, 1 caution in the first 85 laps, and then a whole bunch since.
And this was a...
Norm Benning and Jennifer Jo Cobb was the highlight of the day.
It's brought us to this where...
Choose rule. Crafton inside, Sauter outside, Smith inside, Bond outside, Ankrum, Self inside, Timmy Hill outside. Good luck keeping up with it.
How far back do you go before you
Crafton, Sauter, Smith, Bond, Ankrum, Timmy Hill.
I think about 2 rows is all you're going to
We're going to have 42 laps. This lengthy caution was really good for these guys up front.
So these drivers have, you don't see any games played on exiting pit road. And they can put their fate in their own hands, pick a lane, and like you said, pick up a couple spots or go to the lane that's not so well and hang on.
We're going to have 41 to go. We got another lap of caution.
Taken care of, so they have added a lap and will come green next time around.
Another break for Crafton and Sauter.
It's getting ready to be crazy. I mean, the first 8 drivers are on old tires, and they're not going to go anywhere compared to the rest of the field. So just beware. Cautions breed cautions. We know we've said that, but it's getting ready to be even worse with the differing tires that these truckers have.
Yeah, the new tires begin back on row 5 for this restart, and that's where you find Kyle Busch in that 51. John Hunter Nemechek back there as well. Matt Crafton will lead on the restart.
Tell Johnny to quit worrying so damn much. Simple else, he's going to be fine. Yeah, he said, do your thing, sir, at the bottom. He's afraid the 18 will dive on both of us, so just do your thing.
All right, 41 laps. I don't think we're done with cautions yet. This race is going to be as yellow as Crafton's truck is right now. Green flag. I know that's not raindrops I just saw. Chandler Smith 3 wide for the lead. He did dive bomb like they said he would. Crafton's in the door of Sauter. Smith takes the lead. Ankrum through to second. Crafton and Sauter went wide. Chandler Smith's going to have a good shot at winning this race, I think. He's in the lead now. Ankrum trying to clear Sauter for second. John Hunter Nemechek stuck behind Austin Wayne Self and Danny Bond. And Kyle Busch just put him 3 wide. 40 to go.
I don't see how they avoid a caution. Look at this.
Still 3 wide. Further back. Gill and Enfinger, Bond. His last name is Bone. It's working out good for Chandler Smith right now. Ankrum and Sauter still going on, and now Sauter's ahead. Nemechek is 5th. First truck on fresh tires. Kyle Busch 6th, right behind him. At this point, I think Smith needs it to go green to have any shot. I think a restart would pretty much doom him. He's probably fucked anyway, but just hopefully it'll stay green for him and this will play out.
John Hunter was none too pleased about it as Crafton got into the back end, and John Hunter's day ended up being over, but they've since sorted it out. But still, maybe
Oh, we got a wreck. The 02's crashed on the back. Caution's out. Rafael Lassard's got damage on the left front. Haley Deegan's got more damage. She's run into somebody. She got a big hole in her right front. Well, this is going to win the race for Nemechek. It was a nice thought, these guys staying out and getting the track position.
This all happened
It went about as well as it could for Chandler Smith and Johnny Sauter.
See if we can figure out what happened. Damage to both the 24.
Deegan and Lassard have damage. 02's wrecked on the back. Shot the pit and patch that up and keep going. Once they patch that up, you won't even be able to tell she had anything wrong with her.
This is Chris Wright's issue off 2. Oh, loose, it makes contact.
Wow, that was totally unrelated to Haley Deegan and Lassard, I assume. God, what a hit. That's like where Jeff Gordon hit that one year. Jeff Gordon, there used to be no safer barrier there. Jeff Gordon smacked into it, driver's side.
Watch this hit again.
Now this was first, and then watch this mess.
There's the 24 of Lassard. Keep an eye on Lassard. He's involved.
That's
It's
because
like the 50.
Short track racing.
Gets into Tanner Gray and the 15, who gets into the 24.
Yeah, Friesen got into the back of Gray and it hit Lassard and he got damaged. Haley Deegan was an innocent victim in that. She actually didn't do anything wrong.
Haley Deegan got her damage.
She's been around a lot of action today, though.
I mean, short track racing, I mean, there's nowhere to go. I mean, when somebody gets sideways, it's going to collect others.
And that's exactly what happened. A lot of action there off turn 4. Those drivers were able to continue, though, Vince. The 02.
Only a few laps of green since they put on those tires, but at 35 to go for those that did not come. What do you think? I mean, do you see the last time these drivers pitted, beginning with Kyle Busch, Todd Gilliland, those with the 198? Those were the ones that came most recently, obviously.
Yeah, I don't think
Nemechek's going to win the race.
To make the strategy work, but also from what I saw there, Vince, on that short run for Matt Crafton, he's not going to have enough time.
Boy, it is really dark all of a sudden, and those were little bits of rain on the camera. Now, obviously, there's no real threat of rain in the forecast, but you never know if a little shower might pop up. It's dark, and I saw some sprinkles, and they're riding around under caution. So I'm sure Chandler Smith is going, for the love of God, make that 10% chance of rain 100. That got me out of work the other day, guys. I went to work the other morning, and there was like a 15% chance of rain at best, and after being there for 2 hours, it got really dark, and it started to rain, and I got to go home early that day. It was such an unexpected surprise. There was like no chance of rain, and then it started raining, and I got to leave work.
You know, while we see Tanner, let us send certainly our thoughts with Taylor Gray, Tanner's younger brother, who was supposed to make his Truck Series debut this weekend here at Richmond, but was involved April 7th in an automobile accident, and certainly wish Taylor the best.
Yeah, I asked Tanner. I checked in on Taylor through Tanner, asked him how he was doing. He said it's going to be a bit of a recovery, but he's doing better every day. So that's good news.
See, Haley Deegan's fine. They patched that shit up.
30 to go when we restart, and let's check in again with Jamie.
Chandler Smith is our leader right now. Danny Stockman on the pit box. I know, Danny, it's hard to hear, but is your driver aggressive enough, and is your truck good enough front to keep it there to the end?
Yeah, I definitely think he's aggressive enough, and clean air is your friend no matter where we're at, whether it's at Richmond or Martinsville or Texas. So we've had a pretty good truck all day. We fought tight, but overall I knew we had enough speed if we could get some track position. We do have 8 laps on our tires plus that last little stint, so I feel good about it. If anything, we might bleed a little bit, but we're going to be better than we were, so we should be fine.
He's got a point. They probably won't win the race, but they stand to finish a lot better than they ran most of today.
Well, and really interesting, too, that it would be the 4th straight win for Kyle Busch Motorsports with the 4th different driver. And we kind of joked about that, you know, the onus earlier today. The onus is on Chandler Smith, not expecting really that he would be in this position. But boom, here we are, Mike. He's out front.
Yeah, and he's his protection from the guys that got the latest tires is shrinking. The heat is coming, if you will, before John Hunter Nemechek's up to 4th.
That's some radio from the 51 of Kyle Busch.
That's as bad as the race. It's not near as dusty, but yeah, you're right, it is. I think they're wrecking more now. They're on dirt. I agree.
Kyle Busch is making fun of everybody for wrecking.
You know, we see that a lot with these truckers. You gotta remember,
He would know all about it. He did that a couple times at Martinsville last Sunday.
these feeds. And man, every time you bunch them up, whether we're at a dirt track
Another lengthy caution, though. This is good for Chandler Smith, I think.
or the big tracks, they all race like it's the last lap and run into each other a lot.
This is the 11th caution. The record is 12. Let's not set a record today.
The less laps they run, the better chance he has at this point.
He's having a good time, though.
I am too. It's fun to watch. Get them rolling though, man. Let's go racing.
It's going to be an interesting finish, that's for sure. We have seen the contact and the restarts 3-4 wide. And once they do get sorted out, who's going to be the one that can take it to the finish? And the tire's going to pay off for somebody like John Hunter Nemechek.
The dreaded shoes cone. Here it is. Smith and Rhodes to the bottom. Ankerman, Nemechek to the top. Crafton to the bottom. Kyle Busch to the top.
There they go. Line them up. Derek Kraus getting some direction from his crew chief as to which way he might go. Spotter looking down.
Well, on a short track.
We're going to have 29 laps.
It's just a sprint.
Yeah.
Chandler Smith's best bet is for Busch and Busch and Nemechek to get held up bad, and then we catch another lengthy caution.
Chandler Smith.
That's Chandler Smith's best shot.
Three drivers that, boy, how sweet a victory would be for one of those guys. It has not been a great season for any of the three. They need something good to happen. Is it going to happen today in Richmond?
Nice restart by Smith. He's got a big gap over Sauter behind him. He clears Anchor, but here comes Nemechek to the outside, man. Race over. Nemechek sails it to the outside of the 26.
He better jump because the heat is right on his tailgate. That's
Good run down the back. KBM's about to be 1, 2, 3.
Last year it was 1, 2, 3 for Thorsport at the finish.
Smith still got the lead for now. He held it for that lap.
Gets past Tyler Ankrum. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 for
I just said that, Vince.
and he does.
Yep, Kyle Busch Motorsports 1, 2, 3. Smith, Nemechek, and Busch. Smith still got the lead for now.
Smith leads.
Like I said, clean air's good no matter where you run. When you have a big spoiler and a big splitter on your fucking vehicle, truck or car.
Chandler Smith needs to put together.
Chandler Smith hanging on, still leading, 27 to go.
About 8 more, as you heard his crew chief talking about. 8 more laps, and that's definitely enough to make a difference.
Whatever line Nemechek's running, take it away from him.
Holding those guys off.
Ben Rhodes taking a look on the inside of his teammate there.
Rhodes chopped Gilliland going to 3 that time. That's where a lot of blocking is going on.
Thorsport truck in the 98. Todd Gilliland back there in the 38. All running around 5th, 6th, 7th.
Log jam here.
Sheldon Creed.
Crash's falling out of the top 10. 3 wide now with Creed and Hocevar and just fading.
It's all right around the top 10, the 10th position.
Really disappointed with Austin Hill today.
Austin Hill on the 16 trying to get up in the mix. But back
Nemechek on the bumper of Chandler Smith with 25 to go, but Kyle Busch is right behind him. I hope all 3 of them wreck. That'd be funny, just to see Kyle Busch get really mad.
Reason up to the 12th positions. That,
Oh,
that's
man.
he tried to dive into the corner. I thought Hill was going to take him out, but they worked it out.
the final laps at Richmond. Race number 6 of the season.
It's like that time that Roush Racing was 1, 2, 3 at Dover. What was that, 2008? Like Edwards, Biffle, and Kenseth.
Could they make it 4 in a
It
row?
looks a lot like, God, Kyle Busch is about to pass Nemechek if he's not careful. He was looking to his outside, trying to get a run off of 4 to get around him. And Chandler Smith's still leading.
You know, when you run out front as much as John Hunter has, once you get stuck in behind another truck, your truck handles differently.
He's stuck behind Smith, and he's getting pressure from Kyle Busch. He's having a hard time right now.
The leader of the race, Chandler Smith.
I thought this would be easy for Nemechek, as strong as he's been today.
Right on the yellow line, exactly where you want that truck to be.
Chandler Smith, the tire is about 20 laps older than John Hunter Nemechek's, but not all of those have been laps under green.
Yeah, about 8 is impressive since he showed up in the truck series.
Well, I'd say KBM's a safe bet to win their 4th race in a row, wouldn't you?
You know, you just don't show up and just run that well unless you've got a lot of talent. Obviously, this kid does.
Well, and it has been a tough season after starting at Daytona 9th and then 12th on the road course. 19th at Vegas, 35th at Atlanta, and 34th at Bristol. Chandler Smith needs something good to happen today, and right now it is as he leads.
That lap, Smith drove away from Nemechek. He gapped him there, 20 to go. He got over half a second ahead of him now.
Our Camping World 20 to go, 20 laps left.
He's Nemechek's better on entry, but off of 4 that time, Smith drove away. Clean air! Sometimes clean air can make a race interesting. Sometimes. Lap truck, it's Norm Benning.
You can see Smith swings by there. Nemechek's able to gain ground.
Nemechek did gain a little bit there. And he packs it into 1. He's back on his bumper again, like he was a few laps ago. They're starting to deal with lap traffic here. Oh, wow, what a run through 4 for Nemechek. A little nudge, not much though. He's to the inside of Smith. This is the race right here. Got to let him go. Let him go, cross him over, and try to get underneath him and push him up. Never mind. Nemechek takes the lead. 17 to go. Kyle Busch to the outside of Smith for second. 1 lap truck cost Chandler Smith all his momentum. And it wasn't even that bad. They got around Norm Benning pretty easy, but it was just enough to get Nemechek to him. And that'll do it. 16 to go. Still KBM 1, 2, 3, just a different order now.
So if you're looking for the White Sox and the Red Sox, catch it on FS2 for now, and we'll switch back over here to FS1 when our race concludes.
Hey, baseball, how's it feel to be put on Fox Sports 2? 15 to go.
The rest of the way, and he won't have to battle anyone else on a restart here at the finish.
Got us a real heater here with Nemechek taking the lead away, but looks like Kyle's not losing much ground to John Hunter.
Well, and if you think, oh, well, Kyle's the team owner, it'd be better for John Hunter to win, but, you know, maybe he'll not press the issue so much. Remember, this is one of those tracks, in fact, the only active track in the Camping World Truck Series where Kyle Busch has not won. And he wants to...
Kyle Busch hasn't won Circuit of the Americas or Knoxville, you dumbass, or Watkins Glen in trucks. Thank you very much, Vince Welch, you moron.
Waiting for Beechcraft, Cessna, all his sponsors is something that's very important to Kyle. And beating John Hunter, he probably would...
He hasn't won at Darlington in trucks either.
If Kyle's able to get up there and take this win away, he's all about doing just that.
Less than a half a second advantage for John.
Kyle Busch, even on a bad day, winds up in second place with a shot to win. Not that today's been really bad, but by his truck series standards, yeah, it's not been that great. 12 laps.
But out front in clean air, his truck has been near perfect today.
Yes, it has. That's why you see him right down on that yellow line. That's where a perfect truck wants to be. He's not shaking Busch, though.
Both Kyle and
Just had to awkwardly clear a lap truck.
tires, so no advantage there.
Hey, my pick Austin Hill's back in the top 10 100 years later.
Like right on that yellow line. You go through the corners, keep it on the yellow line.
Great shot up of our bumper cam to see just that. How important it is to not only get on it, but under it at times. More grip down there, the lower you go.
10 laps remaining at Richmond. John Hunter Nemechek trying to win for the second time this season, but getting
10 to go.
the series all-time win leader Kyle Busch. And for KBM, can they make it 4 in a
KFB,
row?
KFB.
It certainly looks that way with the team running 1, 2,
Well, they
3
drove
right
off and
now.
left Chandler Smith. He's not even in view now.
Chandler Smith trying to hold off Tyler Ankrum for that third spot.
Ankrum with just a few laps fresher tires, and what a recovery this team has made. It's what a great job Ankram's doing. He's going to try to swipe that spot away from Smith.
Whoa, wow.
A little contact there to the back bumper, and is that going to be enough to allow Ankrum to get around?
I believe it is. If he doesn't get picked off by a slow truck ahead, that's exactly what Chandler Smith's going to try to do.
And that's the 49 of Ryan Reed, who is making...
Oh, yeah, Ryan Reed in the 49. There you go.
NASCAR Camping World
Ankrum and Smith racing hard for third.
The top 3 series since go back to March of 2019.
That battle still continues. Ankrum on the high side. Looks like
Ankrum takes the spot. So it looks like it won't be a 1-2-3 finish. Good God, look at these lap cars in front of him.
And here it is. This is how he broke Smith's momentum.
You know, a bumper will do that, Vince.
And it just takes getting out of that gas a little bit, doesn't it?
And then you can see Green's the top, and now Tyler Ankrum runs in the third spot. Another guy on our list of drivers that really needed a good day today. Ankrum's getting it as well. And just behind Smith is Johnny Sauter. Top 5 run for Johnny. We've talked about Johnny's struggles. Nice job by this team as well.
Again, if you're tuning in to see the Red Sox and the White Sox, it is Big On over on FS2, and we'll switch back.
Oh, Austin Hill just sent Sheldon Creed into turn 3.
Boy, Austin
Didn't
Hill
wreck him,
and
but
Creed
pretty much
not
did
pleased
everything
with one
else.
another as they're exchanging contact as well.
I thought that was going to be a yellow.
So let me get out of here.
Hill better get away or it will be a yellow. We know Creed will run your ass over. Damn, Hill really tried to take him out. Oh, he was trying to take him out.
Front straightaway at that type of speed.
He was trying to hook him on the front stretch going into turn 1.
Great job. What a great job of hanging on.
And there you see the lap before in turn 3, Creed was up his ass. So,
Good short track racing.
yee yee.
The final
Kyle Busch close to Nemechek, but I'm not that worried.
Kyle Busch, Nemechek
The lap traffic would be the only thing to worry about. 3 laps to go.
today at Richmond. Yeah, there's the lap traffic ahead of him.
And nothing makes you more nervous on a short track than leading the race with pressure on and catching lap traffic, trying to predict and guess and make sure
I had a fucking dream last night that I was racing at Dover and I was stuck in lap traffic and Kyle Larson was on my ass.
Plenty of room.
And I was like really struggling.
They go through turn 3 and 4. Head of the
I don't know why I had that dream last night, but I did.
that was a good corner by Nemechek and Graham
It was at Dover.
lost some momentum.
And I was like, fucking lap cars! And Larson passed me. 2 to go. As long as Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed stay away from each other this next lap, it'll be over.
If John Hunter should make a mistake. But John Hunter
White
Nemechek
flag.
has made very
1 lap to go. There is definitely rain in the area. Look at them clouds over turn 4.
remains the final lap at Richmond. Kyle taking a little different
Well, them
line.
random late afternoon showers. That's why we don't schedule races for 4 o'clock like tomorrow, NASCAR, Fox.
John Hunter Nemechek
Good God, Kyle Busch driving his ass off on this last lap.
Kyle to try
Woo!
to cover the outside, but
Kyle Busch almost got there. Nemechek wins. God, Kyle Busch drove a hellacious last lap. That almost snuck up on me. But Nemechek wins. Happy endings. Except for me, I don't get $15.
John Hunter Nemechek came from the
Ankrum 3rd, Chandler Smith 4th, Johnny Sauter 5th.
I'm gonna win races.
Nemechek's got 2 wins this year now. He's outrunning the boss man regularly.
2 of 6. It's a little salute from the boss. And KBM wins its 4th in a row.
A new daddy. Get to celebrate
He's Kyle Busch's daddy now.
his race truck.
And win number 39 for
Yeah, with Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill going to be fighting here in a minute.
winning his crew chief in series history, and John Hunter gonna burn it down in celebration. What an impressive run
That's
today.
what it's all about in advance, getting to burn those tires down, getting out of the truck and seeing fans in the stands cheering what you're able to accomplish. It's been a pretty...
Well, I could have used that $15 today.
Became a dad. I don't know if winning races will ever top that, but it's, as you said, like a pretty good time in his life, right?
Couple of them together, it's special.
Best equipment Nemechek's ever driven at any level, I'm sure.
Really not very pleased. We did see the opposite of that today.
He got dumped by Matt Afton at Bristol and was furious that his day had come to an end, but today, well, the other end of
He's
the
a winner.
spectrum gets to grab that checkered flag and take off the helmet, do the winner's interview at Richmond, win number 8 of his Truck Series career and his second of the season. Jamie?
John Hunter Nemechek leads 114 laps. Last time we talked, you were a frustrated driver at Bristol. 2 days later, you became a dad. Now you come back here and dominate this race. How do you put all
Nice shirt, Jamie Lloyd. See that pink flowery shit she had on?
Never give up attitude. I just can't thank Kyle, everyone at Toyota, all of our great partners. It's pretty cool.
It's like something Kirk Hammett would wear.
Come out here and do what we did. We had a really fast truck. I'm super proud of all my guys and thankful for all them. Thankful for our partners, Safeway, Acme.
Yeah, Michael, send me the odds later.
But, I know the president is here from Safeway and Acme, so that's pretty cool to get them away and on their own turf. And thank you for believing in me. And it's pretty cool. Taylor and Aspen are actually here out in the motorhome, so hopefully we can get to celebrate with them here soon. I know it's been an amazing time with Aspen so far in this world, and it puts a lot of different things into perspective. But I just can't thank all my guys, all of
John
our
Hunter
partners,
Nemechek.
everyone enough for believing in me and giving me this opportunity. And it's
My guy finished 10th.
Here for wins. Let's go get more.
11 pick that person. You.
Very well said. A little different perspective when you become a dad, but it is a joyous day for sure.
Well, I don't see any fight on. I was hoping Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed would be scrapping because they were knocking the shit out of each other at the end of that race. But I suppose this is where we part ways for today. 4 in a row for Kyle Busch Motorsports with 3 different drivers. That's pretty. They're really close to getting 4 different drivers. I thought Chandler Smith would hold him off, but that lap traffic did him in. Nemechek was going to get him anyway, but traffic made it easier. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Unless I decide to play GTA later. If you're interested in that, keep an eye out for me. I might play tonight. I don't know. But if not, see you tomorrow. Have a good day.